Hello and good morning and good afternoon, everybody in the Kangen universe. How are you guys doing?
Hello and
Simon
good
here from
morning and
Kuala
good
Lumpur,
afternoon,
Malaysia. Sam, you have to
everybody
stop
in the
your sharing.
Kangen universe. How are you guys doing?
Sam, you have to stop your audio sharing. Okay, thank you. All right. Once again, good morning, everybody. If you're feeling amazing today, if you're feeling pumped up, you want to learn from these amazing leaders about how to kickstart your 2022 for your Enagic business. Type 1 in the chat box if you're truly excited, because we're in November 2021, December is coming, and then next year will be in your face before you even know it, right? So today we are so blessed, so lucky to have amazing, I wouldn't want to call them speakers, even though some of them are tremendous speakers, but leaders to come into this Zoom event today to share with you their aspirations, their strategies, and all the good stuff they have planned for you to kickstart your 2022. All right. So if you are truly excited and you want to make 2022 your best year in your Enagic business, type 2022 in the chat box if you're truly excited for that and you have intention and you have the intention to make it your best year. All right. Type 2022. So I want to welcome everybody, whether is it morning for you, afternoon for you, or nighttime for you, wherever you are. Welcome to our Kickstart Your 2022 event. All right, so we have on and I'll be hosting you guys every day, hosting you guys today. And the thing is, the speakers that have lined up, they need your participation as well, because when they get a lot of response from you guys, if they get a lot of reciprocation from you, they're going to have more energy to deliver more value to you. So, ladies and gentlemen, all our Enagic friends worldwide, are you ready to give the speakers, the leaders, tremendous amount of support and energy today so they can give you more value? Yes or no? Type yes in the chat box if you're willing to do that, because you're going to get so much value today. All right. So by the way, we're going to have this entire session is already live on Facebook. It will be on Mr. Sam Seah's Facebook page, and the link he has just posted, and later we will repost it again. And for those of you joining us, I want to let you know that we actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 languages being translated and interpreted, right? We have Chinese, Bulgarian, Italian, Telugu, Thai, and Khmer. All right. So how do you on the bottom right of your Zoom app? Okay. So make sure if you have friends that needs this translation, kindly guide them to tune into the channel. All right. So I'm super excited for today. I don't want to take away any valuable time from these amazing speakers, because I know you're going to get tremendous amount of value. I just want to ask everybody one final question, right, before we go into the training for today. And I want everybody to participate. I want you to write down the 3 main goals you want for 2022 as summarized as possible, maybe even in 3 words. Could be a rank, could be number of sales, could be how many downlines, could be, I don't know, how many machines you want to sell a month. 3 goals, specific goals, summarized goals in the chat box right now, right? Everybody have to do it. So you're intended, you have intention for your 2022. All right, you can do it in 3 words or less than 10 words in one sentence. All right, so write down in the comment when the speakers and the leaders start to share with you their strategies, you're going to absorb it much better. Okay, so let's write it down in the chat box. So let's look at what they have written. So Michael Yo says 683-4. Hin from Abu Dhabi says consistently 10,000 US dollars a month. Yeah, we have Leda 682-3. Pramod 682. He wants to go Dubai skydiving. He wants global team 100 sales above. KP 682. Esther 682-3. Yun says happy, healthy, and wealthy Kangen business. Kuniko says new country. We have a lot of people with their rank goal 6A3, 6A2, -3, sales, downlines, income, 4A, right? -2. Right, keep it coming, guys. Everybody write down your own intention. It could be your rank. It could be the sales. Right, Nigara, fantastic. 6A2-3, 5 business leaders, 100,000 dirhams a month income. Earn 20,000 ringgit. Jam said, globally promotion to achieve more goals. Chin Shofo, our seafood chain, go to Anfield and watch a Liverpool match. All right, so we have Malesh 6A2, Cindy 6A2-3. Bring another 10 6As. Leda Sel wants to travel the world. Jessica wants a monthly income of 15,000. Going to 6A sooner. Soria 6A. So fantastic, guys. I want to just give you guys all my support and all my energy to you. And I wish every single one of us can achieve whatever goals that we're going to set out for yourself. So I can't wait for today's event. There's an amazing lineup of speakers, and I can't wait for you to get the value. Yeah. So I'm going to introduce the first speaker to come on, and you guys have to really listen to this gentleman because he has. Tell them he has been in Enagic for 10.5 years. Yeah, 10.5 years. He's our grand leader, grand upline. I would like to call him our grand upline from Singapore. He's a father of he's a father of how many? Wow, he is a father of 6 lovely children. He has joined Enagic since February 2011. And this gentleman, what can I say about him? I've learned a lot about him, about network marketing. He has so much of knowledge to share with you. And he's actually the guy that without him, we wouldn't have our wonderful Enagic business in Singapore and in Malaysia. So ladies and gentlemen, our first speaker for our first leader for today, give applause to Bernard Chan, 6A4-5 from Singapore. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Mr. Bernard Chan a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Bernard, are you there? Okay, give it.
Yes,
all right.
I'm here. Can you find me to highlight? Okay, hi everyone. 256 of you, 255 minus me. Welcome everyone, and thanks for the intro, Simon. And I think it was great energy from those who contributed your goals and your desires. Now, today for my contribution, my short contribution is not going to be the usual, oh, I was poor, I'm rich, nothing wrong with those, you know. And I just want to mention some of the views that I have that may differ slightly. Okay, so I'm going to go straight to a few points. Now, some of the reasons people succeed, and also the reason why some people fail in Enagic. It's called listening to the right or wrong people. Let me elaborate. Very often, we listen to friends. Before we start the business, when we start the business, especially when we face a few rejections, we start listening to people who tell us cannot be done. Our friends, yeah, people that we respect. Respect must be placed in the correct place. Let me elaborate what I mean. Just because they are respectful in their field doesn't mean they understand our industry. Okay. Yeah. And now, number 2, we listen to relatives. Again, they may not be familiar with our industry. Number 1, with network marketing, and they may not be familiar with Enagic. And they dish out cheap advice with all due respect. They have good intent. The third, we tend to want to listen to people who are successful in their field. You wouldn't want to even consider asking Michael Phelps to teach you how to skydive in Dubai. Everyone knows who's Michael Phelps? Type a 1, those who understand who is Michael Phelps, who knows who's Michael Phelps. He has 23 Olympic goals. I think the second most Olympic goals is only 9. So he's a lot more But you wouldn't want to ask Michael Phelps to teach you how to skydive in Dubai. You wouldn't want to ask Michael Phelps to teach you how to climb Mount Everest. Yes, but he's got 23 goals, you know. So a common mistake that we do, we tend to listen and take in the advice of people who are not qualified to give advice in this field and this company. Understand what I'm saying? Just because they are a multi-millionaire in their field. So if we have made the mistake of listening, oh, who else? People who did not build the business with sustainable values and they stopped doing the business, and they also say, so and so, Romeo, Rosalinas, hey, why are you still in a business? It cannot be done, you know. This business, there's no longevity. It's already too late, you know. Now, if Romeo Rosalinas believes his friend, you guess what? He is right. This business cannot be done for him. If we believe the wrong people, you are right for you. Okay? Therefore, those people do not succeed. Now, if we hang around people who understand the industry and are succeeding and continue to succeed and continue to find new people who succeed, they continue to find people in the company who succeeding, then they are also right. You are also right for you. So very important, listening to the right or wrong people you choose. Did you hear what I said? It is of now. Listen, when you face a few rejections, what do? We tend to cast our ears on people who say it cannot be done because it validates our lack of success for now. Yeah? Now, those of you that bear witness to what I'm saying, please type 2. If you agree with what I say, please type 2. Thank you for the validation. So, be very careful. Now, just because we get many rejections doesn't mean we are not on the right path. Because people like all those that are of those rank, that rank, high rank, this rank, that rank, all without exception get rejection. In fact, we get more rejections than others. Now, if you look at people like the famous Michael Jordan, the late Kobe Bryant, and so on, they fail more times than they succeeded. That's why they are a success. So I'm here to tell you the bad news. The bad news is, I think, in fact, I'm almost sure, no one has succeeded big time in Energic on a sustained basis without rejection. See rejection as precious. Why? Rejection, number one, is part and parcel of the business. Number two, rejection is very good feedback loop to tell us what not to do sometimes. Now, I know one gentleman will almost always, after every seminar, will have feedback form. You guys know who I'm talking about? Sam Siak. Feedback loop is of utmost importance for improvement. Yeah, so rejections is part and parcel. Okay, but listen, if we do not understand that rejection is part and parcel, guess what we do? We tend to listen to the naysayers and we tend to believe it. Yeah, so be careful. Okay, I'll come to the topic of the day towards the end. Okay, now, so if you believe Energic is hard to succeed, you are right. If you believe Energic has potential, you are also right for you. So be careful what you believe. Second, now because this is on Facebook Live, I have to be a bit more cautious with my words. Okay, what I'm about to say, and ask questions whenever I ask pertaining to Energic helping with this condition, that condition, I'm not making medical claims. I'm implying basically the Energic Kangen water helping our body to perform at its best for the body to reverse certain sicknesses. Okay, so I've made that disclaimer. Now, so guys, please participate with me. Now, who has experienced noticeable increased energy after drinking Kangen water? Type 3, please. Okay, guys, just from the number of number 3s, you tell me whether there is potential in this business. Next, who do you know you have helped or yourself that after drinking Kangen water, the water helped the body to optimize itself where the diabetic condition reverse or reduce medication? Type 4, please. Guys, I mean, we know this exercise. Where are we going to get a product like that? Next, who do you know? Those who believe combination of the various waters will help the body improve skin conditions. Type 5, please. Which brings me to my next point. Number 1 is, are we listening to the right people? Number 2, is there potential in the Energic business? You tell me, just look at the number of number 3, 4, and 5, and these are only a few. Now, next, network marketing industry before COVID pays out $200 million per day in commission. You tell me whether there's potential or not. Did we miss out on part of the $200 per day? My guess is, I don't have the latest numbers. My guess is since COVID, it has given rise for people to look towards network marketing as another alternate source of income. My guess is it is gone up above 200 million, but I'm just guessing, just on that alone. So these 4 points, is there potential? I don't want to come to that conclusion. You do. Okay, if now, the next point, I'm looking at my timing, yeah. So, if you agree that there's potential, let's look at the trends. I started the business 10.5 years ago. I started using the product 11 years. Now, for the first, I think about 2 years, the company was languishing at 4,000 plus units per month. That includes the UCON and net unit count, okay? And it was not able to break through past 5,000. But just like the 4-minute mile, the first person that broke past the 4-minute mile, boom, I think 23 other people did so in the same year. It's a mental barrier. And the moment Energic, we hit past more than 5,000, boom, it shot over to 7,000, 8,000 very fast. And it remained at that mental barrier of 7,000, 8,000. And then it was there for a few years, I don't know how long, okay? And then it shot past, there were 1 or 2 months above 10,000. That was because certain sales campaign, but those are shot in up, not real figures, not sustainable figures. Then it went past 10,000. So that probably 5 years elapsed since. And then after 10,000, the mental barrier broken. It was at 12, 13,000 for the longest of time. And then COVID happened. COVID fanned the flame for second income and replacement income. And guess what happened? Those of us who have been selling True Health, not One Health, ladies and gentlemen, those of us who've been selling True Health, body health, financial health, and peace of mind. The Energic shot past 15,000 to 17,000 for the last 6 months, 8 months, whatever. And listen, last month, Energic did 18,000 units, 18 and whatever. Now, there is a trend that is happening. Are you part of that growing trend? Many of you probably all agree there is potential based on that little exercise I did. Now the numbers are validating that. Wow, Energic aiming for 25,000 per month. Now all the Dash 3s and above, we are all hoping and praying that Energic will break past 20,000 at least. Reason is the global pool at a Dash 3 and above, there's another quantum after 20,000 units a month. Yeah, So with that in mind, potential, I already pointed out. Next, the trends are there. The trend, the trajectory, I'm not saying the past trajectory guarantees the future trajectory. Understand what I'm saying? But it seems to imply something is happening. So let's say in 9 months' time, Energic hits 25,000 units a month. Let's say. How much of the increase belongs to your team? Are you going to say, wow, 25,000 and nothing happened to your team? And you say, oh, what happened? Or are you say, yes, I capitalized on it? Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to invoke a sense of urgency like when you first started the business. Many of us get into a comfort zone. Comfort zone. Example, how many appointments are you creating per week now compared to the first year? Who's doing less appointments and less activity now compared to your first year? Thank you, Kuniko-san. thank you. Me too, but I'm ramping up now. It's called comfort zone. Yeah. Now, so who wants to start ramping up some serious activity for great success in 2022? Can you type? What's the number now? 6, please. Type 6, please. Hey, wait, I also want to type, huh? I also want to. So I want to be part of it. And those of you who never type 6, huh? You're in the wrong meeting, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Now listen. What is difficult? What is the difficult part in ramping up your activity? Your pool of contacts has almost been spoken to already. You've already spoken to them a few times. Some bought, some didn't buy, and so on. So now how? Listen, in Singapore, I don't know other countries. Those countries, especially like India and so on, those who are familiar with the British education system. I studied elementary maths, we call E-maths, mathematics, and additional mathematics. Now, those who have done additional mathematics, who's had this experience before? Wow, that problem was difficult to solve, very difficult to solve. But then you continue to look at it from this angle, from that angle, from this angle and the angle and different angle. After 2 days, after 2 hours, after 3 hours, you keep staring at it. You try and try and try and try and try, and then you break through and you solve that problem. Yeah, that's right. And when you solve that problem, guys, how do you feel? My point I'm trying to make is when you run out of contacts, that is never true. Happy, thank you. So when you so-called run out of contacts, if you are truly serious about your 20 relief, if you're truly serious about your 2022, you apply the example I just mentioned, and you start creating and seeing new names that you never thought of speaking to. Number 2, your chicken list that you didn't feel like calling. If you're serious about 2022, you will start calling your chicken list as well. Okay, one of the ways, can I suggest one way? You go to Network Marketing Pro, there is a list for you. It creates all the various, or you can go to Yellow Pages. I know it's a bit backdated. You flip through your Yellow Pages and you flip through, oh, hairstylist. You start thinking the category. Okay, who do I know that is in the industry? Who do I? who cuts my hair, who used to cut my hair, etc. Or you flip over, plumber. Oh, I remember that plumber. Use memory jogger. Okay, networkmarketingpro.com has a memory jogger. If you are really serious to make your 2022 well, create your list. Okay, some people I know on their handphone, they have 10,000 lists. They are blessed, but not many of us have that. And we seem to have finished the list. Now, remember the additional mathematics example, and you squeeze. Oh, thank you, Achin. Lovely. Guys, we are being spoon-fed here. Okay, so recreate your list and fuel up. Okay, now, and then you apply one thing that is of utmost importance. In this business, momentum is the currency in this business. We need to go with insane intensity in this business. 2022 can be our best year if we create a name list with enough number of people to call and we enter the thing with insane intensity. Okay, next. So we see a trend. What other trends do we see? I heard this from this gentleman living in California called Daniel DiMacali. He says, this was about half year ago. He says, before COVID, 7,000 6As, the company. After COVID, 6 months ago, another 4,000 new 6As. Guys, there is a trend going on. There is a trend going on. It is the trend's telling us, hey, there's opportunity. Are you capitalizing on it? Can I assume now, half year after Daniel mentioned that, since COVID started, it's possibly almost 5,000 new 6As. Gosh, COVID seems to be helping us in the business. Okay, I hope you guys are getting value. If you are, please type 7, please. Encourage me. Thank you. Now, listen. Why are these two trends happening? Why? Amongst many things, I like to mention 2 trends. 2 reasons. Number 1, many for the first time are shaken and they are open to second income or change of career because of this term called disruption. Agree? Example, now airlines people started flying a bit. But before 6 months ago, the whole industry, the whole tourism industry, suddenly they have no jobs. Did we capitalize and did we catch some of the people from the industry? I like to ask that. Now, having experienced scarce resource, scarce earning from the industry, are we still going back to them because they are feeling the wounds of very little income from that 1.5 years? Are we still actively talking to them? Okay, so the trends, people are more open. Number 2, here is the most exciting thing. Before COVID, good meetings were confined geographically. Oh, I'm going to wind up soon. Thanks, Simon, for the prompting. Simon just PM me, my timing ran over. Today, our meetings are confined to our living rooms. I mean, not confined, ushered into our living rooms. Our downlines can attend meetings easily. Okay, so what do we have to do? Some say I'm not the sales type. Okay, Simon, I need 2 minutes more. Some say I'm not the sales type. It is not true. Everybody will talk about a certain food we believe in. Agree? Everybody. So all are sales type if we believe. So the issue is not I'm not the sales type. The issue is the belief. Today, to get a belief, the meeting is in their living room if we do the work. Number 2. So number 1, availability to get their belief up in the product, the business, and lastly, we need them to believe in themselves. Okay, so finally, I like to add one Finally, our 2022, you know when it starts? It can start today, ladies and gentlemen. We enter 1st of January 2022 in momentum. Yeah, so guys, I wish you all the best with your 2022. I just want just want to end my 20 minutes here, and I hand over to Simon.
All right, thank you so much, Bernard. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Bernard a big round of applause. Everybody. But this is how we do our Zoom clap, or we can do like that. All right, fantastic, fantastic, Bernard. I wish time was not a constraint, because there's so much to learn from Bernard, and you know, he comes back, and every time he comes back, he gives us new things to learn, new value, new concepts, and I'm truly motivated by a few things. And guys, what we want to do now is, after every speaker, write down the key lesson that you got from the speaker, like in this case, Bernard. Right, write down the key lesson, maybe in less than one sentence, in the comment box. Yeah, so we can all have a quick recap. The key lesson for you. Right, he shared about 20 minutes of, and in fact, every minute was full of value. And what I got from him is, you know, he's been in the business for 10.5 years, but his enthusiasm and his excitement about the market is still like he's in day one. All right, he doesn't say like, oh, it's saturated, oh, Enagic has been around for so many years. No such thing, because the market is so big, and he still shares that enthusiasm. And what he said at the end was, your year doesn't start on January. You want to go into momentum, right? But imagine you're driving a car. January, you don't put it into first gear. You should be in first gear in November, so that when January comes, you're already on fourth or fifth gear. All right, but for Bernard, it doesn't apply, because he drives a Tesla, no gears. All right, so he's laughing. All right, so he can have the kickstart immediately. All right, so awesome from Bernard, and I can't wait to hear from more leaders to come. So for the next person, so guys, amazing. Those people who have written down those lessons that you got from Bernard, yeah. So the next couple that's gonna come on to share with you their topic and their way to kickstart 2022. 7.5 years in the business, and they are growing one of the most successful groups here in Malaysia. I learned a lot from them. Husband and wife team with an amazing team, and they even have a beautiful office here in Malaysia for their Kangen business. Ladies and gentlemen, right, I want to welcome onto our Zoom stage for the next speaker, Noli and Zahid. They started the business March 2014, and now they are 6A5-4. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together and welcome Noli and Zahid as our next speakers. All right. Can we get them highlight?
Simon.
Noli and Zahid, are you? Fantastic.
Yes, thank you, Simon. Can you hear me? Can you hear us?
Yes, fantastic.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Bernard. You said something about trend. So actually, I came across this Forbes actually came with a report, 8 biggest trend in 2022. I could not help but smile, because you know why? Because all those trends are actually what Enagic has been doing for the past for decades. Okay, I tell you the first one. What are the first one? So I jot down here: sustainable. So businesses in the future, in the 2022, they must be sustainable. They must be green. And Enagic, guess what? Enagic has been green long before green was the in thing. We are the greenest company in the industry, believe me. Yeah, because we had a session previously. Why having a Kangen machine at home is actually you are helping the earth. You are greening the earth. You don't buy bottled water anymore. You don't use plastic stuff and so on. So that's why. And just today, when we as a family we went out for lunch, me and my son. My son actually worked for Petronas, and he told me the Petronas actually was trying to get into this top 10, yeah, because apparently Dow Jones has created this sustainable index. So you go DJSI, Dow Jones Sustainable Index, and guess what? Because the company, the CEO actually put a target for him. to achieve it in 2023. But this morning he received an email that they are already in the top 10 list in the world, the resilient, sustainable. So you want to be sustainable, and we are right smack at it. We are at Enagic, we are already sustainable. My friend, the trend is your friend. Remember that. We always want to be with the trend. And then it also says about the balance between human and robot. Human and robot. We know nowadays many jobs are actually taken by robots and also automation. So if you are still in the employment stage, whatever that you are doing, so this probably something that you need to consider very, very seriously, because this is a trend, because company has to make money. They will have to do whatever they need to do, to keep the balance sheet, to keep the company operating at a profitable level. Okay. So this is I didn't say that. This is Forbes says this. This is a report. And number 3, they said this shifting in pools. What it says is right now company will not be hiring. Will not be looking for employees. They will be looking for independent contractors. Just like us. Remember, we are independent distributor. We don't get paid by Enagic. Enagic don't pay a salary. We only get paid when we produce result, right? And that's going to be the trend in 2022. So be mindful of that. So then be thankful. If you're only in the Enagic business, be thankful, because we are right on it already. What we need to do is just get going and do the needful. And what it says is contractor who are working remotely. Guess what? We are working remotely now through Zoom. And then of course there's so many things, and authenticity. The next trend is authenticity, because right now in the future, in the coming years, consumer they will be looking for companies, and also for the company owners who are compassionate, who are not only just having profit in their minds, but they want to be connected with the company. They want to be connected in the product. And that's what we are doing. That's what we have been doing. That's what Mr. Oshiro is, Yeah. If you don't know Mr. Oshiro, get back to the person who invited you here, and they will explain to you who Mr. Oshiro is. And people in the future, in this 2022 and beyond, people want to be connected with the business which has purpose. They are not interested in business that only think about money. They want to be connected. They want to do business with businesses that have purpose. In Enagic, what is our purpose? Do you remember? Do you know? do you know what is our purpose in Enagic? What is Enagic tagline? Change your water, change your life. Enagic wants to change as many lives as possible around the globe, and we are the testimony of that. We have changed our life. We have changed our life through the Enagic business. And then of course the next trend, according to Forbes, is actually cooperation. There will no longer be competition. You should not be competing with your competitor. You should be working together. Just like what we are doing here in Enagic. I don't have any interest in Sam's business. His business is his business. I don't have any interest in Bernard's business. Of course, they do have interest in my business because I'm in their team. But for me, I don't have any interest. I don't have any interest in Simon's business and Michael's business and Gary's business. But today we are here. We get together. We work together. Because this is something good that we need to share. We need to share with as many people as possible. So my friend, once again, this is a trend. And actually, if you're in my group, we have been preaching this trend. We have very specific topic on this. We have been talking about this for the past 1 year, and we have broken down why this business, this Enagic business, is actually the right vehicle for you to get ahead. Whatever that you want, you can achieve anything that you want with this Enagic business. Enagic is the perfect vehicle. They have everything. They have the products, they have the company, they have the marketing plan. It's just amazing, guys. Okay, that's for me. That's a very short one for me. I pass to my wife because she needs more time to talk her point. This is my partner, my business partner, my wife.
Hello, everybody. Okay, I would like to share with you actually why I'm doing the business. Because I have done a lot of business. I done a business whereby I have to take vitamins, and you know what? I don't like vitamins, and because of that, I think that's the reason why actually I fail, because I don't believe in the thing that I sell. Yeah. So I think the criteria, the most important criteria besides decision to build the business, actually you have to have belief. Yeah. So you need to believe. So you have to ask yourself, what make you believe in something? Yeah. For me, when my upline came to see me, they have show us the books, and I always believe in books. Yeah, I believe in books. Books trigger me, and then because I believe, yeah, and then I go to the next step. I decide to buy the machine, and to have more belief, actually, I go to the event, and from that event, I see all sort of testimonial. Yeah, those testimonial give me more belief. Yeah, it add to my belief, and then I go to event, yeah, from a one day business seminar by Samsia, and I see a lot of people. I saw a lot of people, a lot of good people, good leaders, yeah, in the business, and give me a stronger belief in the business. So I think each one of us have to ask ourselves, what make a belief in something? Yeah, if your book can give you belief, you have to read a lot of books. Yeah, if the event can give you belief, yeah, in the business, you have to go to a lot of event. So that not only event in Malaysia, actually went to event in Okinawa, because we need to know the owner, yeah, the owner of the business, so that because of that we love the company, yeah, to increase our belief. We also go to GoPro, yeah, GoPro. Why we need to have belief in network marketing? Yeah, if we don't have belief in network marketing, we cannot do the business. So can you type in the chat box, what make you believe in something? Because everyone believes is different. Because I remember I have a downline, they keep calling me many times, yeah, ask me about all the technical thing, yeah, ask me about this and ask me about that, because I know, but because he need to know all of the technical thing in order to have belief, to strengthen the belief for him to move, yeah, to do the business, yeah. So you have to ask yourself, because everyone have a different belief, yeah. And line of sponsorship, that means your uplines. You have to find upline that you believe in, the one that you tell you something that you believe. If we have the line of sponsorship is a lot, many, yeah. You have this, and we have Bernard, we have Sam, we have Chin, and then we have a lot of upline. We have Cynthia. For me, I always work with, the line of sponsorship, the leader that I believe, yeah. When they say something, I believe. So that's why I say we have to find somebody, yeah, our upline that we can believe, yeah, because it's very, very important. Because if you don't believe on them, you won't follow, yeah. So you have to do that. That's why when our leader asked us to do something, yeah, we agree to do, because we believe, and then you have to find your upline that you can believe, yeah. And another thing is testimonial. We have to have a lot of testimonial. Why? We need to believe in the product also. We have to believe in the product. If, for example, you don't believe on the product, how can you promote the product? So you have to know a lot of testimonials of different disease, yeah. And also, we also have to have testimonial on business, yeah. We have to have testimonial on the business. So we have to read a lot of, the magazine, we have an e-friend, yeah. We should read e-friend every time, every month when we receive e-friend, we have to read the story of successful people so that we can have belief. Yeah, that's the thing that we have to do. And it's very, very important. Lastly, what? We have to believe in ourselves. How to have belief in ourselves? It's a lot of many things you can do to have belief in ourselves. For me, I always read books. Yeah, I always read books. But right now, I don't really read books. Actually, I listen to books. Yeah, I subscribe to Audible. Yeah, I listen to Audible while taking care of my granddaughter and grandson. You know, you can do a lot of things. Yeah? So you have to listen, listen to book to make you believe in yourself. You need to read something, or else you're gonna go back to your past, because we have a lot of failure in the past. If you don't read something, if you don't listen something good, we're gonna go back to our past, all our mistakes in the past, and at the end we hate ourselves because we not successful. Like me, whatever happened in the past is in the past. Yeah, what I want to do now actually in the future to be successful in the business. And then we also actually attended Jivan. Yeah, Jivan. I really love what Jivan said. Actually, we should have a horizon perspective in this life. What is horizon perspective? When we build a business, you know, if we only build the business for ourselves, when we are dash 4, we already get income from energy. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot of money for energy. We're gonna stop. You know, we go energy keep giving us money, and the group is growing. But if we have a horizon perspective, you're gonna build the business. Yeah, build the business not only for yourself, for your loved one, and also actually for other people. Yeah, that's why actually it's important to attend event. For us in our group, we have event every quarter. We have a Kangen business seminar before, and now we have virtual Kangen business seminar. About more than 1,000 people come to the event, because from day one, when I decided to build the business from the belief from the book, you know, I know actually I always have belief that event will build big business. That's why we are just to a lot of events. We have weekly events. We have a quarterly. Every quarter we have event. We have in January, March, June, September, and December. We always have event. Why event is very, very important to give belief to the people and to yourself. I really like to thank to Sam for the first event I attended, the one-day business seminar. I attend the seminar, about 100 or more over people in that seminar. I just love the people. I love the people. I love the testimonial also. Testimonial give me the belief. The people give me the belief because we are surrounded with very, very good people in energy. Yeah, because you know what? I joined so many businesses, but energy is amazing. Why? Like Zahid said last time, if you want to see the fish, you have to see the head. Yeah, when the head is good, the body also good. The head in Malaysia, of course, we have Sam. Also, we have Bernard. Yeah, there's the head in Malaysia, and the bigger head where? The bigger head is Mr. Oshiro head. Mr. Oshiro. So that's why actually we have to, you know, we also have to read books. Yeah, Mr. Oshiro book, Quenching the Thirst for Global Success, because while reading a book, we have the belief on Mr. Oshiro. Yeah, we believe Mr. Oshiro. We believe the company, and what we have to do to ourselves to increase the belief. That's it. For me, when my line came to me, show me the book, I have the belief. The first belief I have about the business actually the book, because the book promoting Kangen water. Yeah, I believe because of the book. Second, because of the Dr. Otto slide about the root cause of cancer, because the body is acidic, and hypoxia. Then I have another belief. And just 2 days after that, I went to the one day business dinner by Sam. I have another belief, yeah, from the event. Then after that, I see the testimonial, I have another belief. I add so many belief. Then I go to the global convention by Enagic. I have another belief, and I love the company more. Then in 2019, I went to GoPro. I have a belief, another belief. What belief do I have? I have a belief on the network marketing business, because a lot of people are globally successful in this business through network marketing. Yeah. So I would like to, everybody, to really to increase the belief. Every day we have to increase our belief by the event, by reading books, by testimonial, by have a close relationship with your upline, your line of sponsorship. So by strengthening the belief, you're gonna have big business. And of course, after belief, you have to have decision. Yeah, you have to have decision to build the business, and then to also to build the belief in yourself by reading and by reading books, and by listening to watching YouTube, yeah, like Stephen Covey, Anthony Robbins, and Jim Rohn, and John Maxwell. And by doing that, actually, we have a strong belief in ourselves, in the company, in the product, in the business, in the line of sponsorship. So now just increase your belief. If you don't have to increase your belief, I'm sure you're gonna be successful in 2022 and beyond. Yeah. Yeah, that's all from me. Thank you.
Back to you, Simon. Thank you very much.
Simon, we can't hear you.
Simon, no voice, no audio.
It was adjusted. All right. Thank you so much, Sifu, Nolly, and Zahid. Let's give them a big round of applause. Did you guys get massive value from both Sifu, husband and wife duo? So powerful. They built an amazing team in Malaysia and now even overseas. And they're excited as ever. One thing I get from these amazing leaders is no matter they've been, and by the way, the combined years of experience of the speakers today is close to 70 years. Close to 70 years of, not their age, okay, the combined number of years they've been involved in the business from all the speakers is 70 years. So what you're getting is 70 years of experience in 3 hours. So, we are just so blessed and so lucky to learn from 70 years of wisdom, exactly. All right, so once again, guys, we're going to do the same thing. Write down, in one sentence, the key thing that you learn from Sifu Zahid and Sifu Nolly in the comment box. Write down the key thing, the key lesson that you learned that really stuck with you, and you want to put that into your planning for 2022. All right. So thank you so much once again, Master Sifu, Zahid, and Nolly. So now we have another Sifu that's coming up that has been, I would say, so important, so imperative in our growth. Oops, that's my timer. So they did below 20 minutes. They did below 20 minutes. So been so integral in our Enagic business here in KL. All right. I just want to welcome a very, very experienced senior in terms of experience, but still very, very young. 6A4 Michael Saw to come onto the stage as our next speaker. Let's give Sifu Michael Saw a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
All right, he's here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, stage is yours.
Yeah, thank you for your wonderful introduction. Yes, I've got a lot of experience in this business and other MLM companies too. But although I'm 6A4 in this particular business, I've made a lot of money, gained a lot of joy. So when I dressed up myself in this colorful shirt, and my son-in-law saw me and said, "Dad, I've never seen you wearing such a colorful shirt. Why not? It's the end of the year. At the end of the year, we get to understand how much we have earned, how much we have achieved in any company. And then with the rewards, we just enjoy. Not just earning, we got to learn how to enjoy too. Be happy with this business, be happy in this business, be happy with the people that you are with, and enjoy life while we are still alive. Why do I say that? Because I've been out servicing like many of you, and some of my clients, they're so surprised. Wow, Michael, you're still healthy and alive. They thought that the pandemic has taken me away. So I'm very grateful. I'm still alive. Bunny is having a good laugh. I'm still alive. And I'm still very happy. And I'm learning from these wonderful people who have taken this Kangen product from me years ago. When Sam asked me to say a few things about kickstarting your business for 2022, I thought to myself, I never stop. My car was running. So what to kickstart? Actually, I imagine my business as a car running on RON 95. So I will just try to kickstart it by changing it to RON 97. And let's see how it goes. And today there will be a lot of speakers who will tell you what you need to change, how you have to change. Find your desire to change, your reason to change. And for me, I'll just stay focused on some simple things that kept me going for so long. And that will keep me going on many more years. I will focus on what to change. I believe if we really want to succeed in this business, we must focus on the fundamentals, the key success factors. And to me, some of the key success factors that have brought me joy in this particular business is the same as one sales organization. When you are in a sales organization, what you want is actually sales. If you're not selling in a sales organization, you are a failure. So they spend a lot of money because this organization collects money from all the members to check, to find out what are the key success factors if a person wants to succeed in the sales organization, or in the sales business. Every business is a sales business. I believe Kangen is too. So they discovered, after years of research, 3 key success factors which are very important, which I believe all of you know. Maybe when I bring it up, you may suddenly have an aha moment or a generative moment. Aha, that's right, man. That's it. All the things that I'm going to say are not new. You already know what it. You already know it already. You may have forgotten, like like what all the information you have fed in the computer is lying there. The processor didn't go in there. Dig it up for you only. So the aha moment, if you have some aha moment, please type in aha, generative moment. Okay. What are the 3 things they discovered? 1, for you to be able to succeed in this business, sustainable business, financially rewarding business, you really got to do these 3 major things. All you need to do is in 2022, put in RON 97 and increase your level of activity, your rate of activity. You will definitely become even more successful than what you are now today. Okay. And what are the 3? 1, they talk about recruiting. 2, they talk about selling. 3, they talk about training. In short, RTS. But these are old-fashioned words. Many of us are not happy to listen to, frightened to think about it. So if you talk about recruiting, some people talk about sponsoring to soften the blow. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. If you think sponsoring is better than recruiting, fine. Okay, but a lot of people are now beginning to think that recruiting is actually, an opportunity to serve people, recruiting them into this business so that you can serve them and build them up. give them opportunity to be able to build up this business in a sustainable way and also, long term. So when we talk about recruiting, there are many, many ways of recruiting. There are many, many types of people that recruit. I think most of us are in this job, in this business, and if we ever get jammed, it's because we don't have prospects to talk to. This, I believe, is the main reason. In my group, at least, when I talk to them, "Ayah, Michael, nobody lah, everybody sold already." Everybody has bought the machine? Not really. If you have a list, a prospect list, you will find there are lots of people, whom you have not touched yet. You see? So when it comes to training, it's always important to look for people who are teachable. Look for people who are willing to start the business right away. Right away, not later, not 3-4 months later, or not when they are retired. You'll be wasting a lot of your time if you are not able to convince somebody to come in to do the business right away with you, okay? Because you need a team to be able to succeed in a big way in this business. If you are a good seller, you are able to teach a group of people teach your group to sell, then you will have big volume to push you up, to push you sideways and whatever. But if your people do not know how to sell, then we got to really find out why. I remember somebody told me this. If your group have not learned, that means you have not taught. Does that make sense to you? If your group have not learned, you have not taught. The teacher has not taught. It's as simple as that. Okay. And then when we come into recruiting, there are all kinds of people that we can recruit now. A lot of people want me to motivate their prospects. I don't think that will be a correct approach. It's better for me to offer them the opportunity and they motivate themselves to come in to do this business. Let me give you an example. I've been talking to people, motivating them for years. But the last 1 year or so, it gave me a big lesson, Despite the lockdown, there were a few of my downline who did something extra. What did they do? Everybody was under lockdown. But they had a sale, They were able to innovate, find a way to come down from Ipoh to fix the machine in KL. From KL, go off to Johor Bahru to fix the machine. It really blows my mind. Last week, there are a group of young ladies. What did they do? They came down to see me and they said, "Hey, I must spend this Deepavali holiday with you." Okay, fine. We even decided to have lunch or dinner. The excitement, I cannot reject them. Okay. But what happened was they came down not just to see me, they came down to fix 2 machines. And they came down in a group because when you recruit somebody into this business, you really got to tell, show, try, and teach them how to do it. Like the mother hen, what this lady did was, she had 1 sale, but she brought along her new distributors along to show them how this business can be done while fixing the machine, how you can make that opportunity lead on to another sale. So that stay in KL, they had 2 sales. And from KL, they went down to Johor Bahru, put in 1 sale. 4A. Imagine how much would that be? The juniors were 3A and 2A. And they brought somebody who's totally new, no A. The excitement was so big that they decided to tell me, "Hey, Michael, time for us to resign from working. See, that's the motivation coming from internal rather than external. That is the force that we are trying to look for. And for once, I give me a chance to brag, okay? Give me a chance to brag. I normally do not brag. For once, last month, I had 3 people who came up top 3 in the business. And that was the first time ever. Look, we can get motivation sideways, from the top, from the bottom, from the juniors, all over. What we say, if it does not happen to them, they will not believe as much as you want to push them to believe. So in terms of recruiting people, I believe this is very important. Keep talking, because when you begin to talk to lots of people, you can really build this business big. I look at it this way: when we go and talk to people, it gives us an opportunity to promote happiness. And that's what a lot of people are looking for. Okay? Build a sustainable business, build resilience, and then help people save money too. Don't just make money. Make more than you need to. Make more than you need to. And then adding value to people's lives. Because out there, a lot of people want to live long and live healthy. Okay? And then help people also to fulfill their lives at the same time. That's what a lot of people would love to listen to when you try to recruit them. Don't just talk about money, 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 money. It doesn't happen. Sometimes you can put people away. You can have people who tell you, too much money, no good lah. Who says so? Who says so? No money, how to be happy? No money, how to be happy? Thank goodness, I'm grateful that Kangen brought a new life for me. I can enjoy my life at the end of the year. I can just switch off, don't do anything, go and eat wherever I want with my wife, enjoy myself, to see whoever I want to see, service whoever whom I want to service, because by servicing them, by talking to the recruits I bring in, they also bring a lot of joy and happiness to me. Okay. So here, when we talk about recruitment, okay, we got to learn some skills, okay, some skills on how to share the business. So when I go out and share the business, sometimes I also meet some nasty people whom I do not know how to handle. So what I do is I refer back to one of my old mentors in life. This old mentor is actually a super person. I met him in 1997. He was age 27 at the time. At that time, he was already earning $27 million from the MLM industry. His name is Jeff Roberty. 27-year-old man at that time, 1997, already making $27 to $30 million audited income. This is one of my secret mentors. I think Bernard, Sam, you all have met him in Eric Wallis' course. 2 years back, he decided to give me a call from US. What an encouragement. You know what he said? Hey, Michael, we are same rank. I have made $100 million US income from that one company by staying with it, being loyal to it, and working, not his butts out, working hard and smart. Wonderful. When I talk about this to a lot of people, they say, hey, Michael, 100 million, US. Sure or not? So old, you become a bigger bullshitter. Sorry for saying that. That's what they say. How come you're so old? Your things have become, so big, the numbers. But I tell you, this is not alarming. It is a reality. I don't expect to earn 100 million, but I expect to earn enough so that I don't spend my accumulated retirement income. So for the young people, they have their own wants and needs. For a guy like me, I have my own wants and needs. Okay? And my needs are very simple. And that's what a lot of people want to join in the MLM, no? To spend extra income from Kangen without touching their retirement income already saved. If you are able to get some of these people into this business, you would have made it. Okay. And selling, you really have to sell. So a lot of people are very scared of this word. So they will say, instead of sharing, they say sharing. Okay, fine. Some even say, no, hey, not sharing like that also. How can no sharing can make sales? No, cannot. Okay, there's another deal with somebody use serving. You have to sell before you are able to say serve, isn't it? So they use this new word called serve. It's a wonderful opportunity to be able to serve people who are not so healthy or not so wealthy. I can tell you the little time that I spend with this business, I feel so encouraged, I feel so touched, I feel so humble. Why? Because I've seen people who are blind, needing two helpers to lead them to the toilet. But yet, after taking our product for some time, now they can scold their family, how come the house is so dirty with full of ants? A blind man now can see ants. Now this is what's keeping me going in this business. People who appreciate, people who are thankful, people who are grateful. At this stage of my life, I don't need that much money. At your stage of your life, you're young, you have your needs, understand it. And if you want more, just fine tune it. Just add a bit more RON 97 into your car so that it can run faster. Right? Add some more oil to burn, to keep you burning, so that you can become encouraged to do more and bring more people into this business. I always believe, okay, you need a big circle of friends in order to be able to develop your business faster and further. Initially, you may not like it so much, but when the money comes, it will change your mindset and perspective totally. Okay. Then, of course, we have something called training. But before I go into that, let me share with you one or two gems from this guy called Jeff Repetit. Is that okay with you? Because he also need to go up. If despite the fact he's earning 100 million, he has already earned $100 million in commission US. He still is sharing these same words years ago. What does he say? Wonderful advice. He says this: when he meet people in their chit chat over sales or even recruiting, here it says this: humanity affords us the opportunity, the dignity of choice. You now have the chance to earn all you could, do your best, or waste it. Does that make sense? If a guy want to reject you, okay, waste it. If a guy want to accept you, fine. Sometimes there are some people who are so stubborn. And this is what he has to say for those stubborn ones. If you won't do it now, then when? If you don't do it for yourself, then who? If you won't do this business, then what? Makes sense, isn't it? So sometimes it's not there, to argue with them and then win an argument. What we could do is to leave some thoughts. They will come back one day for you. And I have here something which he always mentioned. When we go out recruiting, selling, there are 4 things we need to do. 4 simple words. Some will, some won't. So what? Someone is always waiting. Does that make sense? Don't focus on just one guy who don't want. Go to see the next guy. There are many waiting out there for you. Some will, some won't. So what? Next. It's very important. If the guy wants, You must have the skill to be able to bring him in, train him well, lead him to success. If he won't, go and look for the next guy. This business will lead you to success if you know how to leave out toxic people. And finally, when we talk about training, training can be many things. In many ways, some of the things have already been mentioned by Nolly, and I admire actually what Nolly and Zahid does. If we got more time, they can show us their secret of success, which is extremely important. Because some of us think training is just teaching people demo, whatever. No. In training, there is also one aspect which we should also focus on. And what would that be? That is activities. Sharing the event is extremely important. What they mentioned just now, like having activities, like having their monthly meetings, weekly meetings, and whatever. Do that. If you don't do this, you will miss out an opportunity. I have seen lawyers in this business cry. Why? Because when we have weekly meetings, and then honor them for being a 1A, honor them for being a 2A, honor them for being a 3A, they shed tears of joy and gratitude. Because when they work for some others, they don't have this kind of opportunity, In this business, when you create an environment for them, they will be very grateful and thankful to you. And they will then learn how to duplicate what you do by bringing other new people so that they can also enjoy these wonderful things that's happening in this particular business. Not just money, the wonderful activities, the extra type of activities that which they don't find outside. Okay. So beside this weekly and whatever monthly or even EKW and whatever, there are also other activities we should consider, because if you really want to go big, you can go international. One of the activities we can do, in training is to bring people like what Nori says, to Japan. Besides Japan, I think what we can do also is to join people like Sam, Bernard, Simon, Nolly, Chin, all these wonderful people could attend bigger courses like Eric Boris course. I think it's going to give us a very big, eye-opening that this business is not local, it's actually global. And it's a non-ending business. Why do I say that? Because my grandchildren like this product so much. There's one of them who said, no, Kong Kong, when I grow up, I'm going to be like you, a Kangen distributor. So you see, this is a really great business now, not just one generation, multi-generation. I hope the little that I share can spur you on so that you can put in more time, more effort, put in more on 97 so that your business will gallop in 2022. Thank you very much. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share. Thank you, Simon.
Amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, can we give Sifu, Michael Saw, a big round of applause for that? Can you, every time Michael speaks, right, it really touches my heart because he comes from such a abundant space and a space of pure experience, and his love for our industry and our type of business and our company is just very inspiring, like what Justin actually said in the comment box. And look at I think he did it on purpose, right? He have the nice beach background. He's wearing his nice beach outfit because his main thing when he started is you have to also enjoy your business, which is tremendous and very wonderful. So let's give another big round of applause to Sifu Michael Saw again, and we hope to have him back here the next time for all this training because he has a lot to share. And one more thing is, without Michael, an integral person like Michael, our weekly meetings is going to be challenging without people like him because he has been contributing so much So he mentioned about trainings and weekly meetings, monthly meetings, workshops, the EKVW, the GoPro events, big events, international events, where all of us, can use it as tools to build our business. And the way that everything is about perception. The way he perceives our business is so beautiful, and he's able to transfer that to other people. And I think that's one of the key takeaways. So again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, any young people watching our Zoom today, write down the key lesson that you have gotten from Sifu Michael in the comment box, so we all can also learn from each other. He has actually dropped a lot of golden gems. Yeah, so write down a key lesson that you learned from Sifu Michael in the comment box. So once again, thank you, Michael Saw, for that segment. All right, so I can't wait to bring on more speakers. Don't want to take any minute away from our valuable speakers because they have so much to share. And the next person, he needs no introduction because, he's been in the business for 10.5 years, right? And he has built his business in Malaysia, all around the world. And he's still motivated to open up new countries, recruit new distributors, even at his rank and the income level that he's already making. I'm truly inspired by this gentleman. He's also my mentor. And, the stuff that he's going to share with you today is going to really help you kickstart your 2022. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's give a big round of Zoom applause to our Master Sifu, Sam Sia, 687-6. Onto the Zoom stage today, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give a big round of applause to Sam.
Thank you, Simon. Thank you all for being here today. All right, we are so fortunate to have all the leaders here today. Am I on the screen, Simon?
Yes, you are.
Okay, great. Okay, because I cannot see myself on my screen. Now I can see myself. Okay, good. Okay, thank you. Right. So what I want to speak about today, I believe will give some value to many of you here, including the new people. What we have in Kangen is truly a business platform. It's a platform like the Uber, cabs, or the in Southeast Asia we have what is known as Grab platform. It is a complete system, right? For anyone who wants to do a business, doing a business is so challenging. If you have been involved in any business of your own, you know how it is. You have to juggle so many things. You have to juggle the production. You got to juggle your human resources, your expenses, and then you have to find your sales and marketing. It is challenging, but with Kangen, we have a complete platform. All you need to do is just to do the marketing. Now, if you are hardworking enough, you can be financially successful beyond your wildest dreams. And that's what we have seen in this business of ours. Okay. You don't have to be a super salesman, nor do you have to be super intelligent. And actually, you don't need that much experience because you'll be learning along the way. I remember when I first started in this business called in a business. In fact, I started my life very late, as some of you would know. I'm now 61 years young. When I started selling at a very late age. I started selling at the age of 45. Why 45? Because for a long time, I was so fearful of selling. And ever since then, I've always been telling my children, if you really want to make something of yourself, you can't avoid selling. You have to sell. Okay? And selling is not that difficult. You will stumble along the way. You stumble. It's just like when you're walking as a baby, you fell down. As you are learning how to ride a bicycle, you fell down, and I still have marks on my knees. When you started to swim, you're drinking a lot of water. So for those people who are new to selling, who have never sold, I just want to encourage you. you will be hitting the road bumps, you will fall, you get a lot of rejections, but you will grow. You grow and you become better and better. And for those of you who have already experienced that, go beyond all those rejections. And like what Bernard has shared earlier, many of the speakers who have shared earlier, the more rejections you get, the better you will be. All right. And this is really a copycat business. You just copycat what the successful distributors are doing. You know, they do the demos, they conduct events, they come to the trainings. It's as simple as that. Okay. And they always continue to upgrade themselves by attending meetings such as this. You know, attending one of the habits that you distributors who wants to be truly successful, right? This is a platform that you must not miss. Having these events, coming together to attend these meetings, and bringing your team members to such events, and also creating your own events is so important, right? Now, I remember when I first started in the business, I didn't know how to do events, but I just had to force myself to do it. And little did I realize, you know, at one time I was so shy, I was hardly able to speak in public. But as time goes on, you just pick it up and you just become better and better. Okay. And I was just watching a video this morning. Yes, I still watch. I still equip myself. I still continually upgrade myself. And I saw Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world. He said that he invested in attending a Dale Carnegie course on public speaking, and that he advocates everybody to pick up public speaking. And this is coming from one of the world's richest men. And because of that, he took the courage to ask for a date with his present wife now, because of the course that he attended with Dale Carnegie. All right. So yes. So confidence, building a confidence is so important. Now, if others can make a success in Kangen, so can you. Okay. We have Kangen distributors coming in many forms, you know, and we have successful business people who come into Kangen to take up their business. We have aeronautical engineers. We have people with engineers, accountants, and we even have people with no paper qualifications, right? You don't need to be a rocket scientist. I personally know of one very well with no paper qualifications, and now she is a very high-ranking distributor. Distributors just love this business because, you know, we have an amazing product which gives value, you know, such immense value to the customers, and it gives this business is giving us, so many of us, financial freedom. Now, for those of you who have no selling experience or direct selling experience, don't worry. You just have to pick up the courage, do this, and like I said earlier, you learn in due course, because it's like learning how to swim or learning how to ride a bicycle. Now, I just want to give you 3 types of buyers in Kangen, all right? For those of you who are very new here. This version of ours, you can sell to people who, you can look for machine buyers, that's one, all right? You also can look for machine sellers, people who want a machine to sell. And also there's a third type of people who are looking for a business to do. Okay. And in this pandemic times, a lot of people have lost their job and they're all looking for a new source of income. And Kangen can provide that solution for these people. Okay. Now, for those of you who has been stuck for whatever reason, you have to upgrade your mindset. You have to upgrade your skill set. Now, what is mindset? Mindset, we are talking about confidence. We are talking about envisioning, how you think, how you can bounce back from adversity. Okay? And I just want to say something to you guys. Even people like myself, being in the business for so long, I do have my ups and downs moments as well, you know. And what makes me realize something is that, am I operating at my best? Are you operating at your best? Ask all of you. I'm asking all of you. Are you operating at your best? And how can you operate better? So many of us, we have a lot of constraints. We have a lot of shackles, you know, a lot of constraints or shackles that we put on ourselves. And no one is putting those shackles on ourselves except our own mind. Okay? So you have to really open up yourself you have to continually be on the lookout to always improve yourself. Like Bernard and I, we always, and then the other leaders as well, we are always attending courses to upgrade ourselves. And let me ask all of you this. You can participate in the chat if you want. Do you want more for your life? All right. Give me a 3 if you want more for your life. Give me a 3 if you want more for your life. Okay. And I know that for some of you, right, you want more for your life, and yet you're not doing enough for yourself. You're not putting in enough. All right. Because you're not putting in enough, you're not getting the result. Pain. You are in deep, deep pain. Can you relate with what I'm talking about? Give me a yes if you can. You know, you're not putting enough and you're not getting the results. And because of that, it's so painful. Now, if you are able to put in more effort, as in things like picking up the courage to do the things that you have to do. Okay? Picking up the courage. Give up your fears and just move on ahead. Talk to your prospects. Dare yourself to go and see more prospects and bring forward and propose to them about showing them a demo. If you can do that, miracles await you. You know, miracles is waiting to happen. All that is waiting to happen is for you to move forward and not be stopped by whatever ideas that you have. What stops all of us is our fears of the unknown, that you'll be rejected, you know. So it's all our self-limitations, the limitations that we all have of ourselves, which is stopping us from moving forward. I remember, you know, I still have fears of rejection, by the way, right? And when I decided to take this business big, to go international, there was so much fear in me. There were a lot of self-doubts whether I can pull it off. And if I had listened to my doubt, I wouldn't have gone overseas to do my Kangen business. And because I was able to overcome that, I pushed on, and because of me overcoming my fears, I managed to break into the India market. Okay. And there's still many things that I still have fear. I have fear. Like, I think it's natural for all of us to have fear. And I know, I'm not operating at my full capacity. I admit that. Let me ask all of you here. At how many % of your full capacity are you operating at now? Are you operating at 10% of your full capacity? Are you operating at 15% of your full capacity or capability? I invite you to type into the chat. Martina, 1%, see how much more upside you have. Frida, not even 1%. That's good news. That means you can do many times more. How about the others? Type in. Right. I can't believe that you're operating at 5%, Raymond Rees. But that's good news because there's so much more upside. I think even if you're operating at 50%, there's still more upside. So the thing is now, Barbara, you're putting that as minus 1%. So that's even more upside. Okay. Fellow disputers, you can have a fearful future. Fearful future. And when you have a fearful future, you're not going to be going anywhere. What you want is to have an exciting future. There's something that I learned from a book many years ago, and I still apply that today. You want to learn what you want? Would you like to know what that is? It is this. When I'm down, right? Sometimes when I feel so down, I have such bad self-image of myself that I want to give up. I tell myself, Sam, you have died. You have died. You already died. You're gone. You're dead and gone. You don't exist anymore. But you come back alive again. So I die every minute. I die every single moment. But I'm reborn again. So when you do that, you have a new future. What is past is past. It is irrelevant. You start anew all the time, always. And let me ask all of you this. You don't know what your future will be. You just do not know what your future will be. But would you want to live a future which is gloomy, which is fearful? Or would you like to live a future which is exciting? Okay, of course we will live a future which is exciting. So our life is about us creating what you want to see in the future. Don't look into the rear view mirror when you're driving. What is past is past. Okay, what is past is past. Who you are is a function of the future that you want to see yourself in to be. Okay, so we must always have that. And that's what I mean by getting new mindset. Having the right mindset is so important. And you have to also, if you want to really make a huge success for yourself, you have to also need to upgrade your skill set. Your skill set to communicate, to prospect, to sell, to follow up, to lead a team, to close your prospects. So it is so important that we continually update ourselves. And how do you upgrade yourself? All right. We find mentors, like the mentors with the leaders today, and also in the books, in the seminars that we attend. Okay. And this coming to these events, I can't stress, it is so important for all the distributors. And also as expressed by Nolly, Michael, all right. You guys have to continually come into the events organized by Enegic. And I just want to say this here, that there is a very important event which is coming up next month. And I just can't stress enough the importance of this event. I want to encourage all of you to really bring yourself to attend this event called GoPro by Eric Worre, which is happening on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Later on, Simon will talk about that. But this is an event which will really broaden my perspective on our industry. And what I can say is, if you were to get yourself to attend this event, right, your mindset, your perspective will change. And for those of you who are so new in this industry, whether you're new or seasoned, this is one event that you can't afford to miss. Okay? I think Simon is going to talk more about this event coming up. All right, I can't wait to also listen from the rest of the speakers. Simon, are you there? I'm going to pass the floor back to you now.
1 second. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, did you get massive value from Grandmaster Sifu GMS Sam Sia? Ladies and gentlemen, did you guys get massive value from Sam? If you did, just type value in the chat box. Give him a big round of applause, because I think, you know, it was very refreshing from him. But he talks about, you know, who you are today is about the front, not the rear view mirror. And I think, you know, it's just very exciting for this moment, you know, November 2021, for us to hear something like that, so that we can look forward to the new year. You know, whatever has passed, forget it. You cannot get it back. But in the future is in our hands, and so many things. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, type in the key lesson that you got from Sam's sharing into the comment box, something that hit you the most, and something that you are truly inspired with, and you want to put it into your 2022 planning. All right. Now, Sam, at the end of his speech, mentioned about a very important event that is actually coming up very, very soon, which in all the leaders that will be speaking today, leaders that are already on the call, myself included, we would all regard this event as a essential, that's my timer, essential event for anybody involved in network marketing, anybody involved in Energic specifically, to attend this event. It's called the GoPro event of 2021, virtual. Can I just see by some response in the crowd, who here you have already bought your ticket and you and your team members are attending GoPro this December 3rd, 4th, and 5th? If you are, type GoPro in the chat box. Type GoPro in the chat box if you and your team are coming to attend. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to know this event is no joke. It's not just another online training. I'm going to play a very, very short video shortly. You're going to see what kind of an event this would be, and the experience you will get from it is going to be incredible, right? So I'm just going to share my screen here. For those of you who have no clue what I'm talking about, what is GoPro? You're thinking I'm talking about the camera. The GoPro camera is totally different thing, okay? All right, in case some of you think I'm talking about the GoPro camera. It is the most important event in network marketing, all right? Here you go. So ladies and gentlemen, if for those of you who, 1 second, let me just share my desktop. And once again, anybody, if you are not speaking, you just make sure that you are muted. Yeah, so we don't get any disturbance. All right. So I'm sure you guys can see my screen. Sam, you can see my screen. Can you give me a thumbs up, Sam? Fantastic. All right. So this is what you will be experiencing this December 3rd to 5th. I'll go into the details later. Let's enjoy this video.
Like, I'm an energy guy, so I love to be live. But this experience, I mean, seeing people all across the screens, the sound, it feels like you are in someone's living room. Literally, the connection is amazing. I always believe connection creates power. I'm almost thinking that this might actually be better than live.
I had a lot of limiting beliefs and lack of confidence.
My mind was full of uncertainties.
I didn't know what to do, or I was afraid of failing.
And I just didn't know where to go.
I was always looking for something maybe more.
Then a friend told me about Virtual GoPro.
It was a life-changing event.
It was mind-blowing.
It definitely changed our lives.
It just gave me so much momentum, but I'm so glad I set the time aside to really be fully engaged in the experience.
I realized how important it is to invest in myself.
They gave us so many tools and resources and skills to be able to build our own business.
But what I learned there and what I experienced is so much more than I expected.
We left with a burning passion and pride on what we do.
It's so mind-blowing that we can be able to get this into the hands of literally anyone around the world.
We had more fun in this event than even in a live event without the cost of the typical travel and lodging.
If you want to be successful in this business,
If you really want to make a change in your life,
are you ready to become the leader that you were created to become?
If you're thinking about 2021 GoPro event, jump in.
this event will change your business and therefore it will change your life.
If that's not enough to get you there, then I don't know what is.
But you gotta mark your calendar. GoPro event, put it in there now.
Go and buy your ticket.
It's time to GoPro.
See you at GoPro 2021.
So these are basically, well, let me just stop sharing for a moment. Yeah, so these are basically some of the testimonials from the attendees, and there's thousands of them, by the way. Last year, when they did the first GoPro virtual event, there was, if I remember correctly, they sold 30 or 40 or even 50,000 tickets, 40,000 tickets. Thanks, Bernard. 40,000 tickets. So can you imagine? This is not some small event. It is the event that network marketers, professional network marketers, people involved in the business, they look forward to every single year. And when I attended it live in Las Vegas, we had to actually travel there, pay for our air ticket, hotel, and all these kind of things, and be there for about a week straight to attend the event, and so much time on the plane. But now it's coming into your living room. And why we stress on this event so much is because every single person that attended GoPro, they level up their business. They have Anna Lisa said, the mother of events in network marketing. Actually, it is. It is the mother of all events in network marketing. If you have only one event in network marketing to attend, it will be GoPro, because it is the biggest event. Now, I'm sure this year, the attendance is going to be much more than 40,000, maybe double or triple of that. But I don't have the numbers with me. All right. So we want you guys to really take action. For those of you who already have your ticket, all right, make sure you are there. Okay, David actually said 63,000 last count and growing fast. The event is happening 3rd, 4th, and 5th December. I'm just going to share with you this is their page. Let me just share with you real quick. And for those of you who don't know who this gentleman is, and I'm sure a lot of you know who this gentleman is, his name is Eric Worre, and he's actually the organizer and the master trainer for this event. And for those of you who don't know him, all right, he's actually made more than $15 million in his network marketing career before he turned into a professional trainer for other network marketers. So he's bringing in unbelievable speakers who are already making 7 figures or more. I'm talking about $1 million earners to be speaking and training us across 3 days. All right. Now, this is the level of the event that we're talking about. So when is it happening? It is December 3rd, 4th, and 5th, 2021. Yeah. So you can visit the link to get your ticket. But however, there's actually a bonus for all of us here. The bonus is this. Take a look at the prices people are paying for this event. I want to share with you just the general admission ticket for the 3 days of live interactive and experiential training, all the skills to attend this event is retailing for $197. And let me tell you this, there are many people, I know them personally, that are buying VIP, leadership package, even the ultimate platinum in-person experience. They're paying $5,000 plus to actually fly over to Las Vegas to attend it. Some of them are going for VIP tickets. They're paying close to $1,000 to get that ticket. The general admission is only at $197. So this is the value, or this is just the price you pay. The value is immense. Just imagine you attend this event, you and your team attend this event, and next year, your 2022, you do 10 times the sales. 50 times the sales. You grow your downlines. What is the value for you? And this is the exact value that I got from attending this event. All right. So you can actually get your ticket from the website. However, this is the normal price now. The good news for all of us here is this. There are leaders in this Zoom room here today that still have limited amounts of early bird tickets that they have purchased when Eric announced this event 1 year ago. So the tickets are still available. So for those of you who want to get your tickets, the extra early bird price is only at $97 US. So you are saving 100 US per ticket. It's a big saving, right? It's a 50% discount based on the general admission ticket right now. Yeah. So some of you may be from, you have for various teams. So depending which team you are from, you could be from Bernard's team, Noli and Zahid's team, Sam's team, my team, Michael's team. Now, whoever team you're from, speak to them, ask them whether they still have these tickets at $97. All right. Now, if you don't have their contact number, I'm just going to put a contact of Michelle. Michelle is Sam's daughter. Sam also posted there. You can WhatsApp Michelle, let her know which team you're from. Maybe you're from Bernard's team or Zahid's team or Michael's team or Chin Shaw Fong's team or Gary Gan's team. Let her know which team you're from. Then she will help to facilitate your GoPro extra early bird price ticket. All right. I can't stress more. I think later on we'll have more speakers to talk about what GoPro has done for them. And it's truly an event that you cannot miss. And what's going to be exciting is you guys can actually buy the ticket, have your own laptop, but actually do a group watch, right? In your homes or in the office. It'll be so much fun. And you're going to learn a lot. All right. So please make sure to get your ticket. The $97 is limited. Once it runs out, it runs out. So you have to do it fast. But by the way, do it today. All right. Don't wait for tomorrow because today we have about 300 over people in this Zoom call. I'm pretty sure we don't have that many tickets to go for. Yeah. So if you make sure your downlines come and not just yourself, because imagine if the event is able to fire you up, like how it fired me up. Imagine what it can do if you bring 5 of your downlines there. Yeah. So we don't make any money from these kind of events. We're not the organizers, but because of the level of experience and the knowledge and the content that you get from GoPro, I'm pushing all of my team members to attend because it's so important. Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, once again, if you are attending GoPro this December, type GoPro in the comment box and make sure you get your team members to attend the event as well. Yeah. And whoever that plans to buy GoPro, type I want GoPro tickets. So let us know what is your interest level. So we will reserve more tickets for you. But the tickets is very limited and is running out very, very soon. So make sure you take action. Yeah. So without further ado, all right, that's about GoPro. It's a must attend. Please get your tickets today. Today, don't wait for tomorrow. Later tomorrow, there's no more early bird tickets. Yeah. So Pauline, Doris, those people who say you want GoPro ticket, either go to your leader direct or text Michelle in the WhatsApp number we provided. We will post it up later a few times again. All right. Awesome, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the next speaker that's going to come on to share with everybody. So just now, ladies and gentlemen, so far, have you gotten immense value from the speakers today? We have Bernard that started off the meeting. Then we had Zahid and Noli. We had Michael Saw. And then we had our Sifu Sam Sia. Have you guys been getting a lot of value? Yes or no? Type yes if you're getting massive, massive value from the sharing today. Awesome. And are you guys excited to learn from more speakers? We have 3 more leaders coming up to share with us. All right. And I can't wait for you to hear from the next person, the next leader. Fantastic. So with that enthusiasm, let's welcome. He's been in the business how many years? 10 years. Again, 10 years. October 2011, he has been in the business. He has immense experience in network marketing. Let's give a warm welcome and big round of applause to 6A5. Sifu Chin Shaw Fong. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Sifu Chin a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
6A5-4.
6A5-4, yeah, 6A5-4. Chin Shaw Fong, Master Sifu Chin Shaw Fong.
Good
Chin, are you there?
afternoon.
Hello,
Yes.
okay, Liverpool. He said one of his aspirations for 2022 is to go to Anfield and watch Liverpool. Stage is yours, Sifu Chin. Can't wait to hear from you.
Yeah, all right. Thank you, Simon. Okay, how are you guys? All right, look at what I'm wearing, okay? Because what I'm going to share with you got a little bit to do with Avengers. So before I start, I want to check with you. Are you Avenger? Are you MCU or are you DC fans? Would you prefer Avengers or Superman? Type in the chat box. I just want to see how many kaki I have. Oh, all right, Marius, Avengers, Superman. Oh, got a lot of Superman. Okay, I'm not going to talk about Superman. Okay, you know what? From young, I don't like Superman. Okay, don't get angry with me because I just thought that Superman are not so fun. I mean, Avengers, they are more fun. Avengers are really fun. You know, look at the characters. Okay, now I'm going to do something that is got to do with Avengers, but actually, there is a lesson here. Actually, let me just share screen here. Right? Actually, I got this from one of the GoPro seminars. Actually, Eric Ore was talking about, he's actually talking about 5 attributes of an influencer, right? How many of you want to look for influencers? Now, influencer, these words can have many meanings. I'm not talking about the YouTube influencers, but I'm rather talking about catalysts, super eagles, diamonds, you know, all these people that, you know, Gary Gans, Sensia, Bernard Chance, Zahid and Norris, okay, whoever, Simon Laws, Michael Soros, okay, so these are the people, super Avengers. So I call them Avengers, just for us to understand a bit easier to understand, okay? How many of you want this kind of people in your business? Yeah? Okay, now I'm not going to share a lot of screens here because I want you to look at me, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 5 attributes. If he is the Avengers or he is the super business partners that you are dreaming of, he sure have 5 attributes, okay? Can you help me? Because I want you to see me, I want to share screen. So can you help me to type down when I talk about the 5, okay? Then you think about it, is this 5, do they have this? Okay, now, number 1. An Avengers or a Kangen superstars, it has to be like this. It is number 1, independent. Would you agree with this? Okay, type down there, independent, someone. All right. Are you independent or are you just waiting for people to come and help you? You know, the Avengers help people. They are not the people, help. Those are the normal people. You know, the Avengers look for action. They go out and help other people. They went in to do what is needed. They don't need people to tell them what is needed. They know what is needed to be done. Do you know what is needed to be done? Do you know that you can't sit in front of the computer every day? You got to go out and see people. Do you know that you have to attend trainings? Do you need people to tell you to attend trainings? Do you know that you need to be early on every appointment? You need to be early on trainings as well. Do you know that? Or do you still need people to tell you? You know, what's the difference between Avengers and normal people? Normal people wait for things to happen. Avengers, they are the one that make things happen, right? Same thing. If you are every time wanted to wait for people to push you to work, I tell you what, you got to work in the office. You need to work in the office. But I believe you are not. I believe you are not. We are not, all right? We are not, because, you know, we don't want the 9 to 5 office work. That is really no fun. Okay, so that is number 1, independent, okay? Now, number 2, consistency. Are you doing this consistently? Consistently. Someone write down, okay? Consistency. Think about the Avengers, Captain Marvel. What is the Captain America. Captain America, what is his famous quote? I can do this all day. You know? I can do this all day. Even he is knocked down, he will climb back up. He says, I will do this all day. Do you have the habit? Now, not MCU, but MCO in Malaysia or the lockdown in other countries, yeah? Sometimes it creates bad habits. Our habits become, you know, wake up late, you know, wake up, the first thing you go to the fridge, open your fridge and take out whatever you want, you know. So that becomes a habit. Now, but you think about it, in every business, you should have a habit, right? You should have a business habit. For example, when you are working for someone, when you are on salaries, do you need to be told, hey, it's time to go to work? You don't need to. You know, you have to be there early. We all know, have to be there early because it's every day what we do. When you are in school, do you need to be told, you know, to wake up, you know, right? You know, you have to do those things. If when you're working, do you come back early? No, you don't, because you know someone is watching me, boss is watching me, or even worse, you got a punch card. Yeah? But in a Kenyan business, you are your own boss. So you need to create your own activities, create your own habits. You create your own habits. Okay, so consistency is the key. Now, sometimes some people come to me and say, Sifu Chin, can you coach me? Okay, I didn't do well in my Kenyan business, right? Okay, so my first question, last month, how many demos have you done? How many people have you met? This is the thing I asked him. I asked, you know, you can't tell me you didn't do well, then you say, okay, last month actually I did 3. I met 5 people. Then what kind of business are you doing? You need to be in action, right? So if you tell me that, hey, Sifu Chin, you guys always are talking about the Avengers, the business partners, superstars. How come I don't have? So my question will be, in the last month, how many people have you talked to them about the business? How many people have you shared the opportunity with them? You see, you got to be consistent in the things that you do. Isn't it important, right? Consistency, okay? Now, so let me go to the third point. Now, I'm not going each point very quickly, but there are so many things that you can get from each point, yeah? So the number 3 is this. Number 3 is this. Avenger or a diamond or a catalyst or influencers is a problem solver. Look at the Avengers. They are the problem solvers. Look at them. They know about teamwork, but they also solve problems. Solve problems. Right. And this is something that we need to learn how to do. Now, I believe in getting sifus, getting mentors. Go to your mentors, ask for your mentors. I always believe in it. All right. Because we always say that don't do this alone. We are not Lone Rangers. We don't do that as Superman. Okay. Sorry, we are from MCU. Okay. So we are not Superman. Don't be a Superman. So goes to your uplines. But there will be things that you need to do your own. Okay. So sometimes we downlines ask you certain things. Sometimes downlines ask me certain things. Where can you find these informations? I don't just tell them the answer, but normally I give them the website. Then go to search this. Or I tell them this is the website that you can search this information. I guide them to where the answer is, and I teach them how to look for their own answers. Right? So problem solving is a very important. Now, sadly speaking, sometimes not only some of us are not problem solvers, sometimes we become the problem to the uplines. You get what I mean or not? Sometimes some of us, okay? Some of us, we become the problems to the upline, you become the problems to the group. You created negativities in the group. No, we want positivities. Understand why that in our group, in our business, we want positivities. We are there to solve a problem. Energy solve the problem for the country, the world. You know what? If this lockdown has teach us, has this lockdown teach us? I think two things. Number 1, don't take your health for granted, right? People started to understand this now. Okay, even those people that doesn't care anything about health today, they started to care more about health. You know, suddenly you know, they know that health is not to be taken for granted. The other thing is this: do not take your finance for granted. People that have jobs suddenly lose their job. People that have their business, suddenly they have great challenges. So these are the things. Do not take your health for granted. Do not take your finance, your business for granted. But Enagic has the solution to it. So we need to be a problem solver for other people. We need to know how to solve our own problems. We need to know, do well in these areas. Okay, be the problem solver. All right, that's number 3. Now, number 4 is this: an avenger, an influencer, a catalyst. Creates action wherever they go. It creates action wherever they go. Are you a high energy person? Because the Avengers, they are high energy person, you know. They have very high energies. They go anywhere that they go, they bring up the atmosphere, they bring up the positivities in that area, and they bring up the actions, the productivities. Are you someone like that? Now, Avengers are someone like that. Every one of them, just look at their characteristics. In our business, it's the same thing. We want to look for people that is moving fast. Okay, so if you want a business partners, take out a good business partner, take out your antennas. Is this a high energy person? Does it create energies? Look at Nolly and Zahid. Everywhere they go, they create energies. How do they create energies? They create events. And they run the events. They really boost the events before the event starts. Months before the event starts, they already are drumming the events. This is how they create everything. They create the momentum. Everybody, look at Gary Gunn. He's going to speak later on. Yeah, he is guy full of energy. Full of energy. Now, so these are the people create actions wherever they go. Yeah, one thing. You will not become a 6A, 5-4 or whatever, 6-6, whatever it is, by sitting on events. Would you agree with this? You cannot. If you attend too many trainings, then you become a professor Kangen or professor Kangen business. You become a professor. In theories, you are very well. You did very well in theories. But no, we need to put it into actions. Some yes, some not. So what? We either win or we learn. We don't lose. We win or we learn, right? So that is the 4th one. Let me go to the 5th one, okay? See, I'm going very quick. Are you getting it? Right? Okay. So the 5th one is this. The 5th one is this. An Avenger, a Catalyst, an Eagles, a Diamonds. They dream big. They dream big. Look at these people. They dream big. Now, we need to learn to dare to dream. We need to dare to dream. Okay, big visions. If you want to look for an Avengers to join you, okay, a super high flyer person to join you, then the person will want to know who he is joining, right? Okay, if I'm joining Bernard Chan, why should I join Bernard Chan? Then there is the time that you got to talk to him about your vision. What do you see? Now, your vision doesn't have to be change the world, okay? But your vision about your life, what do you want to do? Your vision about your team, what your vision about the whole business. You got to be there to tell people. Don't tell people that I trying to make some money, you know. I trying to make some money. What is some money? You know. Now, even if you tell people your dreams might not be the same as their dream, but at least people know that you dare to dream. You are someone who has a dream. People who has a dream, people work toward it, people has directions. People who doesn't have a dream, they do not have any directions in life. Okay, I mean, so you need to dream big. We need to look for people that dream big. Don't quench your dreams also, you know. Okay, but you manage some expectation here and there. You help them to manage the expectation. But we want people to their dream. Now, Chinese or many of the young ones, especially the Chinese, okay, when we were young, we were taught not to dream. I don't think so much, okay? money doesn't drop from trees. How many of your parents have talked to you before like that? Okay, just get the job. Do what you're supposed to do, okay? Go to school, study hard, get a degree, go to work, okay? We were taught like that. We were all taught like that. But we got to change, okay? Let me share one screen to you, okay? This is something I like. Oops. Hold on. Yes. Okay, so just this is the previous screen. There is a movie quote. Okay, some of you have watched this movie before. Have you watched this movie before? Anyone knows what movie is this? Okay. So in this is Shaolin Soccer. So in this movie, right, Stephen Chow, Zhao Xingqi, he said this. I speak in Cantonese. I say, 做人如果冇夢想，同條鹹魚有咩分別啊？ He says, if a person do not have any dreams, will look like a salted fish. My friends, do you know what is a salted fish or not? Do you know what is a salted fish? A salted fish look like a fish, but it doesn't taste like a fish. It doesn't smell like a fish and doesn't move. So have you ever seen a fresh salted fish? There is no such thing as fresh salted fish. I don't know what how do you determine a fresh salted fish? Salted fish, well, it's nice to eat. But anyway, salted fish is a salted fish. There is no life in it. It cannot come back to life anymore. Now, my friends, we need to be alive. Think about what Sam has talked to you before just now. We need to be alive. We all live alive. Look at Michael Saw. He is living alive. Look at his shirt. Okay, look at his shirt. You know, when I want to buy the kind of shirt, many people come and tell me, Chin, don't wear the kind of flowery shirt. Now he wears it so handsome. I like it. You see, live alive. Dare to dream. Dare to dream. If you don't even dare to dream, how pathetic is that life? How pathetic is that life? Okay, so what are the 5 things? So independent, consistency, problem solver, create actions, and big dreams, right? Big dreams. Okay, I have one last thing I want to share with you. So that is the 5. Okay, if you didn't get to write down there, okay. 5 attributes of Avengers: independent, consistency, problem solver, create energies, create actions, and dream big. Okay. However, do you notice something I have changed here? Look at this. I have changed the word from Avenger to Kanganers, and Kanganers are you. If you want to look for the next Semsia, if you want to look for the Bernard Chan, if you want to look for the whoever it is, next Cynthia Briganti, you know what is the best way? The best way is you elevate yourself first. Because, you know, the Avengers, they come together. Avengers are in a team. Superman is individual. You get what I mean? Avenger is a team. They work together. But work together means people who have the same spirit, the same values, the same energies, the same thinking, same mindset. We have to elevate ourselves. That is the best way of looking for the next Avengers. And our job is to save the world because we have a solution for health and a solution for businesses. Okay, rather than just change your water, change your health. Don't just change people's health. Change their life. How? By selling the true health. Don't just sell the machines. Don't just sell good health. But think about how you can help somebody. You know, how you can help somebody to change their life. You know, these are what I want to share with you. Who are the Avengers? You are. We are the Kanganers. See my shirt? Do you notice? So we are all Kanganers, right? We are all Kanganers, right? Kanganers, okay? Yeah, so I want to stop it here, right, for you, okay? We are all Kanganers and we can save the world together. Amen.
Thank you so much, Sifu Chin. Let's give Master Sifu Chin a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Did you guys get massive value? This guy is, I thought he's going to wear a Liverpool t-shirt. T-shirt, but he ended up with Avengers team today.
You see, Simon, the Avengers or the Kanganers is about together. And we will never walk alone. You understand? The Avengers will never walk alone.
Thank you so much, Sifu Chin. Awesome listening to you.
Right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys got massive value from Sifu Chin, right, type value in the chat box. And again, all right, so refreshing. And the last thing for me was, he said, if you want to attract Samsia into your team, if you want to attract a Noli and Zahid into your team, you want to attract a Sifu Chin into your team, then the first thing is we have to elevate ourselves, because the energy will connect people like that, right? Because, if our energy is here, or our so-called enthusiasm is here, how do we expect to get in a superstar that has that enthusiasm and energy here, right? So that's why what Sifu Chin talked about is we have to elevate ourselves in terms of our knowledge, our skills, our energy, our enthusiasm. Then the right people can actually come into our life. Then you can actually get the Sam Sias, the Michael Saws, the Noli and Zahid, the Gary Guns into your team, which is what will really boost your business in a different way. Yeah. So thank you, Sifu Chin, so much. So without further ado, to our next speaker, another Sifu that has 7 years of experience in the business, has built a great business, even started off part-time. All right. So for those of you who are thinking, hey, I'm not full-time to the business, can I be one of those leaders speaking here today? Right. And he is here, this gentleman is here to share with you his journey, his aspirations, and his strategy for 2022. And what an amazing journey he has gotten in Enagic and the results he has gotten. So ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Let's welcome Sifu Saiful Mualim, 686-3, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, thank you, Simon. Thank you very much. Thank you, Cynthia and the team who is giving me the opportunity to share. I think a lot has been said about Kangen business. I'm just going to talk about my perspective, my view about having been in this business, basically. So I believe whatever experiences that I experience here in Malaysia will be same, experiencing in anywhere around the globe. Yeah. All right. So today, maybe I just want to talk about how we should capitalize the opportunity that we have, and how we should be able to sustain the business, because both actually should go together. I mean, it will be no meaning of capitalizing the business, but we are not able actually to sustain. I think a lot of Sifus just now talking about consistency, sustaining the business and things like that. Okay, if we remember during this COVID-19, we were talking about how bad it is, how bad impact that it has to our life and things like that. But probably one thing that we should look also is the positivity of the COVID-19. Yeah? So in Kangen, I can see that now a lot of people tend to know more about Kangen. Yeah. So I myself experiencing a lot of requests from people who wanted to have this water, and they keep telling others, after they have experienced the good thing about the water and things like that. And so good that we also find out that the local health authority in Malaysia also talking about how we should actually drink ionized alkaline water, or they call it hydrogen water, to be able to actually strengthen our immunization and things like that. And in fact, we also heard about Environmental Protection Agency in America, how actually they found out that this hypochlorous acid water will be able to actually kill the virus and things like that. So it gives us the good impact actually, rather than only the bad side of the story. Okay, so as you know, when we are in this business, a lot of people will keep asking, is the market still okay and things like that. So even last night, we have what we call weekly preview or weekly activities or weekly meeting. So there's one person actually just bought the machine about a month ago. So he was asking me last night whether the market is still okay. The common answer that I always share with them is that the market is always going good, going strong. But the problem with us is we did not consistently go to the market. So we should go to the market more often rather than actually just looking at the perspective of probably the experience that they have before in multi-level or indirect selling, where they believe that if you came in late, then you will be benefit. You will not be benefiting like what the people who is coming much earlier. Yeah. All right. So maybe I just want to share my perspective how actually the market grow in Malaysia. So I remember at the early stage, maybe I can say within 2012 and also 2017, I started my business actually in 2014 in August. Yeah. So this is the period where I call it introductory level. Okay. So the Kangen machine came in. It came together with the differentiation where the water is actually ionized water, alkalized water, and things like that. So it's like a revolution in Malaysia, where people in Malaysia at that time drinking much more of filtered water. Filtered water means we are actually drinking clean water. We're supposed to drink clean water. So at that time, during this period, we were being attacked by competitors. So I think that will go on and on until such time where actually it is settled down. So I remember the last visit by the authority is in July 2017 at the Energy Office. Yeah. So being a Japanese company, surely we are tightly protected. Yeah, with all the terms and conditions. So that is the first phase. Yeah. So we actually experiencing this, and we gone through these phases successfully. So we are now actually in the second phase. Yeah. So we are in the second phase where I call it a differentiation phase, where people started to differentiate. Yeah. People started to differentiate what is water filter versus water ionizer. Yeah. So because many people ask what is the difference between Kangen water and this other water machine in the industries. I give an example in Malaysia. Mostly water filter are actually Kowe, Kuku, Alkan, and so forth. So this is where actually the opportunity by the distributors telling them about the difference between water filter and the water ionizer. I think if you realize the SIRIM certificate, which is another local authority who gave us the certification. The first certificate, it says that we are categorized under water filter. But now you see the certificate, you know, they group us under the water ionizer. So this is the work from us, distributors, who actually keep educating the people. So this understanding is maturing the market. That means people start to understand, you know, what are actually the value that we're getting from the machine, not only by only perception that they normally have. So COVID-19 has given this scenario where it is accelerating the understanding of the water ionizer benefit. Yeah. So for me, this second phase probably is going to end soon, and we're going to move to the third phase, which I call benchmark phase. Yeah. This benchmark phase is basically where every machine or even every competitor will start benchmarking Kangen. Even I think for the last few years, we have seen in exhibition. So I recommend all of you to go to any water exhibition. You will see that every water machine producer, they are actually talking about Kangen water. I give an example. When you go to the booth, they will say, our machine is as good as Kangen, but actually the price is much lower than Kangen. So that means they are benchmarking with Kangen. So this is the period where I believe the market will be maturing, and it's much more easier for us actually to come into the market and to show the value to people. Yeah. All right. So, and of course, the next phase, I believe it will be the household name of the the market. So maybe it's not like BMW or Mercedes or Ferrari or things like that. Yeah? But at least at this phase, people actually place Kangen water as a premium product, as a product where people know the value. So it's like driving a BMW where when you look for maybe security, the safety, the comfort, and things like that. Yeah. All right. So here actually I'm just telling the story how actually the Kangen business grow in Malaysia. So that's been how the market react and the acceptance of the market. That's been the growing and also the measuring of the Kangen business in Malaysia. The key here is actually how we, the old distributors, the old independent global distributors and the new distributors are capitalizing this. Yeah, so we should capitalize this because things will come, of course. But the question here will be how are we going to actually sustain the business? Because if we are not able to sustain the business, then we will not be able actually to benefit or to capitalize the opportunity that we have. Yeah, and that is actually the main issue for us. I think Sifu Chin, Master Sifu Chin was talking about the continuity. Continuity is key here. The sustainability is key. We are very lucky. Our company is so strong that it is very sustainable in many areas, in the product point of view, in the financial point of view, in the management point of view, as long as Mr. Oshiro is there. And now I think he's beefing up the organization where he has the international office in San Diego, I believe. So he's strengthening his organization. And I see that the energy is going into performance-based culture. Yeah, so the bonuses and everything will be based on performance-based. Yeah. So this is the things that I see so far. Yeah. So when we talk about sustainability, maybe we just look around us. I don't have that many international distributors like Grandmaster Sifu Chia, Samsia, and also Mr. Bernard, also some other leaders that we have. But maybe we just look around us and see who are they still in the Kangen business. Okay, who are there still in Kangen business? Maybe the person who are in the business with us about 7 years ago, about 5 years ago, or even 4 years ago. So if we look at these people who are not in the business, they are actually the one who don't actually own the business. Yeah, they are the people who rely very much on the upline partners, rely too much on the downline partners and so forth. And they don't take off the business. They're doing the waiting game. Yeah, so. So what we can say is actually they focus more on the short term, yeah, and we can see also the lack of passion, yeah? Especially in terms of learning. They don't have that passion to actually go to extra mileage, go beyond the comfort zone and things like that. Yeah, so here you can see clearly why actually the business is very short term. Yeah, and of course. When they have no passion, that means they have no clear target. When they don't have the clear targets, it's very difficult for them to actually gain the success in the Kangen business. Okay, so this group of distributors, I call it touch and go, touch and go business. They just become an opportunist to be in the business, but they don't really have. Not even the big why, but actually they don't have the end in mind, what they want in life by using this Kangen business. Okay, so who are still there in the business? So we have to look around and see who are still there actually in the Kangen business. Of course, these people are the one who own the business, like the one who operate the company as if it is his own company. Yeah, so he will take care of everything, you know, from the planning part of it, from the execution part of it, monitoring part of it, and improvement part of it. So this is the cycle that we as a business owner has to do. When we do the plan, we do the execution, right thing right first time, and also we monitor the performance, and of course we do the improvement. This is how we actually own the business. Yeah, and of course you can see that these people who are in this business are actually the one who take off the business. Yeah, so even sometimes they do it massively. Yeah, so in order for us to have the momentum, momentum needs the velocity. If you don't have the velocity, or if the velocity is zero, then you don't have the momentum. So that's why we need to have the momentum. The momentum can be lower, but we need that momentum to go on so that our business will be there in a sustainable manner. Okay, so the third thing that I see are actually the people who focusing more on building the team, building the network, rather than just looking for sale. Yeah. So if they continue doing this, that means the network will become bigger. They will find more business partner, where this business partner is creating the sales. So if we're creating the sale, it doesn't give us the right way of getting the business partner. So we should be looking for more business partners so that we can get more sales. Yeah. Okay. And then of course, I think here today we hear Sifu, Master Sifu Noli talking about the belief. But how we can get the belief? Yeah. So belief is not something that you can actually ask somebody to believe. Yeah. So belief coming from the patient. Yeah. So this patient is coming from experiences and testimonies. So how you get these experiences and testimonies? Of course, we have to try things. Yeah, sometimes we don't like the things that we do in the beginning, but as the time goes by, as we go through the process, yeah, we pick up all these experiences and testimonies, which give us the passion to do the things. Yeah, so when we have the passion, we will have the belief, and surely it will actually sustain our business. And hopefully we become Avenger. All right. So now the next thing is who actually the people excel in this business. Yeah. So just now you see the people who are successful, typical, what you call it, typical business people who are successful in the business. Yeah. But the people who really excel in the business is people first who they have the right attitude. Yeah, the right attitude. I think people talk about this a lot. When we say right attitude, rightly say by Master Sifu Chin about being Avenger just now. So you have to be, for me, when you talk about leadership, actually it's all about leadership. It's three things actually. You just have to be positive. So because if you are being positive in the way you do things, in the way you say, so you will create a positive environment where this is conducive for your group. So a lot of our leaders just now talking about who should we pick as our leader. Surely they will pick the one who create a positive environment, healthy environment, conducive environment. So if the conducive environment is there, then the business will be growing very fast. Yeah. So that is the first thing on having the right leadership characteristic. The second one, of course, the leaders need to be proactive. They will be the first. Yeah. So somebody who is in the group who always want to be the first. Yeah. So the third one is being creative. Yeah. Because for you to be Avenger, for you to be somebody who create the creativity to somebody who is going to provide the solution, need to be creative. Sometimes our group cannot go which way. So we as a what you call is so-called leader or the solution provider, we need to be creative. Even though maybe the solution that we provide is wrong, it does not matter. Yeah. So my boss always taught me that it's good, it's better to give wrong advice or wrong solution rather than not producing any solution at all. Okay, so that is the first thing, that people who excel. The second thing is you can see that this group of people always invest. Yeah? They reinvest consistently. So maybe they invest by having a center, for example, to support like Master Sifu Noli, and even myself have a center already. 7 years already we have center to support the distributors. This is where actually we provide the training, we provide the coaching. We provide all the tools and also all the books that is required for the distributors to deliver the works. Yeah, so we always reinvest by any means. Probably taking them to event is also some investment there. Yeah, so like Mr. Oshiro always said, have passion and give compassion. So this is what he always say. So I like what he always say on this thing. Yeah, and then the people who always excel in the business always create events. Okay, create events does not mean to create big events like what Master Sifonoli do, creating 1,000 seminar, attended by 1,000 people. It's not only that, but any things that is related to a group of people, a group of people is called events. I give an example. Maybe you have an engagement session, for example. You may want to give a regular engagement session because this engagement session is very important. As a leader, we need to listen more. Yeah, so we need to listen more rather than talk more. So if we listen more, and at the end we provide them solution, surely they will be able to actually digest and implement when they do the things or when they do the job outside. Yeah. All right. So like others that we do probably is doing the training, doing the coaching and stuff like that. So like tomorrow, we also organizing a coaching session for beginners, people who just bought the machine. So I always arrange this coaching session for them to how to kickstart the job, because everybody has different background, everybody has different expertise, every people has different what we call this ability or skill. So this is important for them on how to kickstart the job. Then we give them actually the strategy which actually can match to what they currently have. Yeah. Okay. So again, you can see that people who excel always do a lot of engagement. Yeah. So I remember last week, Grandmaster Semsia and also Cora organizing a dinner for us. So I thought that was nice. So I hope Grandmaster can do it every month. All right. So what is the requirement? So what is the requirement actually for all of us, to excel in this business? Yeah. So I think everybody know, of course, we need to have a big why. Yeah. So the big why has to be very big. Yeah. I think we have heard this from Grandmaster Bernard earlier on and so forth. Yeah. So when I visited last time when I attended this Global Energy Convention in US in 2016, I remember Bob Gridali was saying, if your dream, if your big why is big enough, if your big why is big enough, the how part will happen. That's what he said. So that means you have to dream big, and it has to be big enough so that things will happen. And he continues saying that don't give up. He said, don't give up, continue doing, continue moving, all good things will fall into right place. This is what Bob Gridali, one of the big leaders in US, was saying during that big convention that I still remember until now. Yeah, and of course the second one, you have to have that big belief that I was explaining just now, and also all of us here has to have the journey. Yeah, the journey. So we have to create our own journey. Of course, we have our group Kangen journey. But what is actually our journey? Yeah, so we have to make our journey. This journey probably will be translated. Yeah, will be translated into plan, and this plan will be translated into action and activities. Yeah, so we have to monitor this action and activities from time to time so that we know where we are. Probably sometimes we fall asleep and things like that, so we can easily actually get up and recover from the losses and things like that. So yeah, I know a lot of people probably gearing up for a new plan for next year, 2022. So it's good always to have new aspiration. Maybe some of you already enrolled 97. Mr. Michael Saw already in RON 95. Probably I'm still in diesel engine. But of course, we will improvise from time to time. Yeah. All right. So I'm not going to talk a lot because we still have one excellent speaker after this. So this is all my sharing. So my message is let's capitalize this opportunity, yeah, and sustain the business because the market is so big, the market is growing, the market is maturing, and this is the reason why, you know, we will be able to sustain the business to achieve our big why if we want to. So that's all from me. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Sifu Saiful Mualim. Ladies and gentlemen, can we give Sifu Saiful a big round of applause for his sharing just now? Thank you so much, Sifu Saiful. Great insight, great sharing. We hope to hear from you more again in the future. Thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, if you've gotten tremendous value from Sifu Saiful, please type in the comment box your gratitude towards what he has shared. All right, and if you've learned a lot from him, and more importantly, right, the things that you have learned from him, put it into one sentence. You know, what did you get from Sifu Saiful? The most important parts that from his, you know, about 15 to 20 minute speech just now. So a lot of people talk about gratitude and all that, you know, coming from him. And sometimes in the business, it's not all about the how, right? Or how to do the business, how to do the demo. Sometimes that is secondary, and the more important things is, you know, the why, where he mentioned at the end. And if you have a big why, we can do things very, very differently. All right, and we're going to go in 2022, find out our biggest why, and go and get our goals and our dreams done in Enagic. All right, thank you so much, Sifu Saiful, and all the speakers thus far until Sifu Saiful. So we had Bernard, we had Grandmaster Mr. Sifu Bernard, we had Chin Shaw Fong, we had Michael Saw, we had Nolly and Zahid, we had Sam Sia, right? Did I miss anybody? And then we had, who else that shared just now? I'm very bad with my names, right? All right, so we have one last speaker, powerful speaker, and yesterday when we had a meeting, he shared about this amazing topic that he wanted to share. Obviously, I'm going to let him do the talking, but you're going to be amazed about what this leader is going to share with you. And you know, when I heard what he shared yesterday, I was really mind blown, and I can't wait to hear from him again. Let's welcome Power Pack speaker, Power Pack leader onto the Zoom stage. Been in the business for also more than 10.5 years, right? PH 10.5. 10.5 years in the business, 6A3-5. Gary Gunn, ladies and gentlemen, can we give a big round of applause to Gary Gunn, ladies and gentlemen? Woo! All right, Gary,
thank you.
Nice to see you. The stage is yours.
Yeah, thank you, Simon. Thank you, everybody. I'm very sure, firstly, I'd like to congratulate all the speakers I'm very sure you all have give some amazing points to today's topic, that is Kickstart 2022, right? So first and foremost, I'd like to thank Sam and of course the organizing committee for inviting me here today to just give a very quick, I better start my timer. We are very spot on time today, right? So everybody is asked to on the timer. Okay. So anyway, once again to all the new people here, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and good everything to every one of y'all. My name is Gary Gunn, live here from beautiful sunny Malaysia. And today, although I have a few points that I'll share, but 80%, I want to say 80%, I want to talk on just one point. I'm very sure from 2:30 to right before me, Saiful was talking. A lot of people, I'm very sure, has spoken about goal setting, AOMA, you know, all out massive action. Probably somebody has talked about never giving up, you know, build yourself, you know, have duplication. So yeah, those are very, very important points if you really want to build a successful business. But to me, after doing this business for last 10.5, like what Simon talks about, okay, years, I realized that if we really want to play, and if we consider Enagic, our Kangen business as a game, let's call it a sport. Let's say we are playing a sport, a game, a sport game. I realized that before we even talk about goal setting or about working, give your all, never give up, and build yourself and learn more about the business. Before we even go into that area, I feel that one point we should address, okay, like they always say, address the elephant in the room, right? That one point that we really need to address is to be very clear. And this is what I like about Sam. Sam always likes to talk about clarity. However, today I want to talk about what is the clarity of the business that we are doing. If we were to equate Kangen business as a sport, what sport are we playing? And we have to be very clear about that, because do you guys, okay, guys, if you agree with me, just say agree. If you don't agree, just put X agree, okay? Now, guys, do you agree with me? If you were to play, let's say, football, in the Western world, you call it soccer, okay? Soccer or football. If you were to play football and you are not sure that it is football, okay? Then you probably think, oh, maybe it's a netball, it's volleyball, it's golf, and you play it. You can set your goals, you can be working hard at the game, you can be learning as much as you want. But what do you think? Do you think you will get good results or poor results at the end of the day if you are not 100% sure what game you are playing? Who says we will get good results? Says I. Say I if you think you will get good results. Who says no? If you say no, then just put no. Who says yes and who says no? I can see all the messages coming in, no, yeah. So I realized that since 10.5 years ago, when I joined until today, in fact, it was also until today, that this elephant has not been really addressed in the Kangen world. And the reason is because we always sometimes hear some top leaders, some people that we really idolize, and they probably mention or they probably respond to this point, but it's very vague. Okay, so I just want to say one thing, guys, okay? I only have 20 minutes, so I don't have the luxury I have when I do my usual training. I have 9.5 hours. I just want to make it very clear to the 287 participants here today that whether you like it or not, Enagic is a network marketing company, okay? Enagic is a network marketing company / AKA is a multi-level marketing. I know some people think that that's a bad word, but it is not, I guarantee you. Okay, it is just wrong perception of people thinking all MLM companies are scams. I disagree. We have facts to show you it is not. And it's a direct selling company. So direct selling, AKA multi-level marketing, MLM, and network marketing. Okay, so what's the difference between an MLM company, a network marketing company, with any other business out there that you can think of? Okay, now I am not a professor in MLM, okay, but I'll just quote you according to what I've known, because I grew up in this family. I've been journeying to this in this industry for 28 years now, and my 10.5 years practicing some of the ideology that I know in this industry has got me the results that I'm getting today, okay? And one of the biggest difference between MLM, network marketing based company, compared with other type of businesses, is network marketing MLM based companies are always associated with the opportunity, guys. Okay, those who can type, please put a big bold letter there. It is an opportunity-driven business. Guys, it is an opportunity-driven business. You can disagree with me. There's no agreement or disagreement with in this session here today, but I'm just telling you as it is, okay? So when it's an opportunity-driven business, guess what comes first? Opportunity comes first. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some people who misconstrued me and say, oh, Gary said, don't talk about the product, don't talk about the water, don't talk about the machine. I never said that, okay? You can, okay, mention about what is Kangen Water all about. You can mention about the 3 properties. You can mention about all the doctors and whatever. But if you ask me, the ratio between product and opportunity should be 10% and 90%. 10% product, 90% opportunity. Some of y'all may not agree with me. Fine, it's okay. But what I'm trying to tell you is, in the world of network marketing, it has always been about the opportunity. Okay, so a company can be selling earphones, a company can be selling tea. By the way, Enagic also sell tea, okay? Ukon tea. If you can't see it, it's here. Okay, but what I'm trying to tell you is, if you notice, okay, how many of y'all, just put in a chat button, how many of y'all have been involved in some form of network marketing in the last years before Enagic? Just put an eye there so that I know some of you are in the same, you know, the same wavelength with me. Okay, I can see a lot of I. Guys, do you all agree with me? Okay, do you all agree with me that those 5 to 10% of the people that are really making it in network marketing, big timers, probably making 100,000, 200,000, 500,000, $1 million US a year? Do you all agree with me that most of these people who are in that category seldom act as a professor of their products? Do you all agree with me? Put an agree. If you don't agree, put X agree. If you all agree, say agree. You all don't agree, say X agree. They are seldom seen as, they are not the people. You don't go to Dexter, the late Dexter Yeager of Amway, and go and talk to him about LOC. He has got no time to talk to you about LOC, okay? Just in case you don't know what's there, is some detergent. I don't use it, but I've heard of that product before in Amway, okay? You don't go to Dexter Yeager and talk to him about LOC, all right? So again, what I'm trying to mention here is, why do I want to start off my session, okay, talking about this importance of clarity, is because if you are not clear the game we are playing, let's just say you come into the football game and you thought that we are playing golf, so all the goal setting, all the AOMA, all the hard work that you put in, all the self-development that you are trying to inculcate for yourself will be construed towards playing golf. And nothing wrong with golf, but you are in a football game, guys. So if you are in an opportunity-driven business and you are so heavy focused on just selling a water machine, a box, and only probably put 10% trying to recruit people, the result of this action will be, you will be working very hard and you will be getting it's like uphill climb, okay? It's like uphill climb, all right? Now, I'm not sure anybody before me has spoken about this. We all know that JV is where he is today. One of the biggest contributor, he got Romy. Simple, what's that to be a super salesman for Kangen? I'm very sure Romy doesn't know the properties of Kangen water like a Professor Kangen. I can see Bernard laughing like hell already, you know? Have you ever seen Cynthia does a water demo? I have not really, and I can see Kuniko also laughing now. But I am very sure the ability of Cynthia getting so many 8 points has probably nothing much to do with demo, you know. I cannot reveal a lot of this thing. Is on Facebook. You all go and figure it out yourself. If you can't think of the idea, go and buy her some lunch, breakfast, or dinner. Anyway, coming back to this. So my suggestion is for year 2022, I want you to really clarify on this, okay? You just go and look at the Enagic plan. Has Mr. Oshiro ever gave any contest that is based on direct sale? No. All the sales contests, everything has always been geared towards the 8 point. And what is the 8 point? The 8 point is basically an opportunity-based product for you to share. Yes, there is a water machine that comes along with it. So it is something like this. If you want to tell people, it's like, hey, there's a lot of money to be made here. There's time freedom that you can get from Enagic. Oh, by the way, there is a water machine. But the difference with a lot of people is they talk about so many things about the water machine, the microcluster, until the people already have brain hemorrhage. And then they say, oh, by the way, there is a business. Before they can say the word business, the guy fainted already. Oh, product overload. Now, again, nothing wrong with that. If, again, I'm not here to say which is right and which is wrong. If you have been doing the business for the last 6 months, 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, whatever it is, and it has gotten you a lot of results from whatever strategy you have been using. I congratulate you, continue. But remember there's a saying, insanity is when you keep doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting different results. So if your experiences in Enagic has always been like an uphill climb, an uphill battle, my strong suggestion for you to do in the year 2022 is to change. Okay, nothing wrong with changing. Okay, nothing wrong with changing. And one point that I also want to stress out, especially for year 2022, is please do not judge your Enagic business. Okay, here's another point to take away. I don't know if anybody talks like this before me today. Please do not judge your Enagic success by the amount of money. Sorry, Simon, because I've been putting 4 minutes of my each point. So I'm not really taking into account my full time amount. But 22 is what?
You can go for a couple more minutes, Gary. Go ahead.
A couple more minutes. Okay. Yeah. In case you need, you just I'll be looking at you. In case you need, you just show me like that. Then I know my time is coming up. Okay. Please do not judge your Kangen success by the amount of money you make in Enagic. Now, why do I want to say that? It may sound very contradictory. Hey, what is this, Gary? You're telling us to prepare for the greatness of 2022, and then you say don't talk about how much you make. You see, the how much is good. Okay, let me tell you my 10.5 years in this business, I've seen people making tons of money for a while. Not sustainable. Bernard, I'm very sure you agree with me on this. Yeah, because what we want, if you just want to make money, do you agree with me that if you just want to make money, there's a lot of opportunity out there? You don't need Kangen. Hello. Bayani will tell you, now in Davao, you sell real estate, you make tons of money. Correct now, Bayani? Correct? Give me 2 thumbs up. Yes. So don't look at Enagic as just a money-making machine. Let me just rephrase that. Enagic is a money-making machine with one more golden aspect. It's called freedom. Okay, I don't know how many of y'all really think of your life from the point of freedom. I enjoy this aspect. Okay, I may not currently have a private jet or a yacht that is like Bill Gates' yacht. Soon I'll have it. But I really appreciate that freedom. And for that freedom to come into your life, especially with a platform like Enagic, and guys, the point I'm trying to make it so clear to you all is, if you are not having a platform like Enagic, then there is nothing that you can do. But Enagic is a platform designed to give you both money and freedom. So if you were to judge your business, if you were to judge your Kangen business, I strongly encourage you to judge it by how much you will still be making when you stop working. Okay? And one of the best gauge that I always give to my people, especially in my team, in Kangen Power Team, is I always tell them, okay, if you have been in the business for last 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, do yourself a favor, just try this only 1 month. It only takes you 1 month. Just try this. For 1 solid month, stop doing Enagic. Just stop. Just don't even talk to anybody and look at your bank account. If your bank account is, when you look at it, it gives you like, congratulations. But when you look at the bank account, you're like, oh my God. Then my friend, Enagic is designed for freedom. Now, I'm not saying this because I'm a CEO of Enagic, but I've been long enough in Enagic for 10.5 years, and my association with Mr. Oshiro close enough to tell you that this man, this amazing, big-hearted man, he designed this entire Kangen for you to achieve and claim your freedom back. The water machine is just an additional bonus. Okay, and I remember, I don't know where I heard from him, but he told me, he says, the reason why he chose Kangen water was, if somebody can change something so basic and simple as water, he can change his life. So he wasn't making the Kangen water so that everybody becomes a Kangen doctor and try to change the world with a water machine. he was telling people, if you notice, it's very simple. If you notice, what he does is, every time any one of y'all see him in a big convention, he goes up to the stage, he always says this, "Minasan konbanwa." Good evening, everybody. How many of y'all drink your Kangen water? Then he takes a big cup or his big bottle of Kangen water, he starts drinking in front of everybody. Then he says, people ask me why water different, it's different, why different, it's different. And he said it 3, 4, 5 times. Then after that, he spent the 1 hour or 1.5 hours. I know some of y'all probably had fallen asleep. And he spent all the time telling people how he can use this opportunity to make the poor people become rich. That's all he's wanting to do, guys. Okay? So if you are still looking at Enagic on a different way, I don't know what are you looking at Enagic, please relook. Of course, again, I'm not here to teach you what to do, but if your result is good all these years, continue. But if it's not, please, it's time to change it. The real product in Enagic, okay, at the end of my session here, the real product in Enagic is the 8 point and the opportunity. Oh, by the way, it comes with a water machine. Okay, so it may sound like it doesn't make sense, or Gary is trying to cook something up, but for the last 10.5 years, I think my group has grown to close to 100 or slightly more than 100,000 machine sales. My personal direct sponsor, not more than 30 machines. That really stressed to you a point that you don't need to be a salesman to make it in this business, okay? But you need to be a good opportunity sharer, okay? And the opportunity sharing part has a lot of different ways to do it, okay? Events, attending events, bringing people, leveraging on people, sharing your business with people, sharing your profits with people. All these are part of what we call as opportunity-driven strategy in this business, okay? All right, so guys, and of course, last but not least, I wrote down a few points here. The other things is you need to obviously set your goal after you're very clear exactly what game we are playing in Enagic. Okay, really have a goal, strong goal setting. Be very clear about it. Have a date in. Go all out, massive action, AOMA. One more point that I really like to stress is try to leverage, okay? I always come from a position that I don't know a lot of things, but I get a lot of things done because a lot of things doesn't require me. Okay, so I always have that mindset. I hope you do. For example, just imagine Tony Fernandez doesn't fly an airplane, but he owns an airline. Okay, for example, Ray Kroc probably doesn't know how to fry a burger. He owns McDonald's. So you don't really know. So if you are in the age of internet marketing, social media marketing, and you don't know how to do about it, you need to go into it. But it doesn't have to be you, guys. So remember, leverage as best as you can, okay? And don't worry about money, you know. There's always people who will invest in you. If you don't have the sufficient funds, there will be people who will put money in your pocket. People are not lack of money, people are lack of ideas, okay? So I've always said this, no money, no problem, not hungry, that's a big problem. And last but not least, my last take today, on your journey to your success in the year 2022, I will strongly suggest you to have this attitude of never, ever, ever, ever give up, okay? Because you never know, you'll probably be one call away, one meeting away, one plan away to meeting a superstar in your group. So with this, over to you, Simon. I hope we have covered most of the points here. I wish all of you the best, and let's rock 2022, guys.
Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, did you guys get tremendous value and also energy from Gary? Yes or no, guys? Type value or energy in the chat box if you've gotten both, right? And you know, he talks about understanding what game you are in and just, you know, really changing people's perspective on how we view the business. What is Mr. Oshiro's message to people? And I think a lot of people don't know that. And that's coming from him and his association with Mr. Oshiro, how he understood the business. Truly fantastic. So thank you so much, Gary Gan, our Master Seafood Gary Gan. Can we give him another big round of applause once again, ladies and gentlemen? All right. So guys, can I invite everybody to turn on your camera? What I want to do now is this. We have 7 speakers that have spoken so far. Can I get all the speakers to be spotlighted? Because I know some of you may want to sort of see all the speakers in one frame, and I would like to invite all the speakers to actually share in the same sequence that we started just now. Started with Bernard. Share your final words of, maybe in a couple sentences, your final words of encouragement to all our distributors here on their 2022, right? Your biggest message for them, right? On top of whatever they've already shared. Yeah, so we're gonna get okay. I think the maximum already, can I get, all right, later I'll add Gary in. Yeah, I think maximum is 6, I think. All right, so, so let's go with our Grandmaster Sifu, the first speaker. Let's go with Bernard, bringing back Bernard onto the stage. Bernard, your final words for our team.
Gosh, what a day. Sam, I just want to say thank you for initiating this. Although I'm one of the people speaking, I got a lot of value. I'm sure the rest of you, 266 people also got it. Okay, I just want to say to you guys, as I mentioned earlier, there is no such thing as cannot do. It's a lack of belief. And I love what Nolly spoke about. It's a lack of belief. So guys, belief is easily attainable today by partaking of the product. Take a lot of the water by partaking of the meetings. Meetings today comes into your living room. I'm sure many of you are in a living room. So belief of the product is easy. It's just a corresponding action. Number 2 is the belief of the business and Mr. Oshiro's heartbeat. Okay. Again, same principle and very important. All of you, please say it to yourself now. YouTube. Say YouTube. Okay. YouTube. Okay. Say another thing is audible. Say audible. Okay. Guys,
audible.
Listen. With YouTube, Audible, and so on, you can work on the last component. You need to believe in yourself. Make use of tools like YouTube. YouTube is double-edged sword. One side can cut you very badly. If you just go for it for entertainment and watching rubbish, it's going to cut you. But the other side, there's so much good stuff. Choose. And then in the end, when you listen to the right thing, you associate the right people, you start believing that you can. And guess what? You are right for yourself. Yeah. So guys, 3 things. Believe in the product, the business, and yourself. Okay. And when you work on this consistently, 2022 is going to be stupendous for you and me and us. Yeah. Over to you, Simon.
Thank you so much, Bernard. Let's give Bernard another big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, we are truly very blessed to have Bernard today. And next, I'm going to pass it over to our Grandmaster Sifu, Kak Nolly and Zahid.
Thank you, Simon. Gary. Gary likened the Kangen business like a game. Okay, I like that very much. So my question to you is, are you playing to win or are you playing not to lose? You want to play big or you want to play small? So why not make this 2022 a big game for us, a big game for everybody? So when we finish playing, that means we are gone from this earth, right? We finish, because essentially the world is actually the game, this game of life that we are playing, which all of us are players in this game of life. So what do you want to leave behind for your loved ones? What are you leaving for them? That is important. And I think more important than that is, what are you leaving in them? Think about it. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much, Liz. Oh yeah, over to Kak Nolly.
Sorry. Okay. Once we have belief on the business, on the product, and all the land sponsorship, we have to make decision to build the business. Yeah. If we make the decision not to build the business, we have list of things why we don't want to build the business. The same, if we decide to build the business, we make a list of things to build the business. So since you want to build the business, yeah, we have to make a decision, do what it takes to build the business. Just list down what to do, have clarity what to do. And for me, actually, the clarity is always event is clarity that can build the business. So make decision today to have a better future. Why we say that? Because we really enjoy better future. We have done a lot of things that fail, then this one works. So please make decisions today and list down what you have to do, because we have to end year 2021 good, because from this we're gonna have a very great momentum next year. Thank you. That's from me.
Thank you so much. Can everybody give a big round of applause to Master Sifu, Nolly, and Zahid? Thank you so much. And now over to our Sifu, Michael Saw.
Thank you very much, Simon. I think one of the things you need to be able to develop is to be a master promoter of events. And then also try to attend and share the joys and achievement of having been to an international and local conference. This is quite important, learning how to share and promote. And then lastly, I got this to say, lend your support, attend yourself. Even if you cannot find anyone else to attend with you, start with you. It then grows to become a team. Finally, Simon did not tell you how old I am. When I got into this business, I was 68. If a 68 years old guy can do it, I think you all should be able to do it even better than me. And I'm enjoying it. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Michael. Let's give Michael, Sifu, Michael, a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Now let's go to our Master Sifu, Chin Shao Feng.
All right. I think today we all have learned many things, right? Surely you already have a lot of things written down already. I just want to borrow something Eric already says. This is what he says. You already know what to do. Now you need to do what you know. You see, there's no point holding this together. We need to do what we know. We just have to practice it. You know, do you notice that there is no superheroes movie about the sleeping man? Because the sleeping man has no action. You know, nobody is going to watch the movie. So make your own movies. You are the stars of your own movies, right? Go into actions. Do what you already know. Come together, work together with the leaders. Sometimes you don't know what to do, then you follow the leaders. Whatever they say, they ask you to do. If they ask you to attend training, go. If they tell you GoPro is important, of course it is. It must be some reason there why GoPro is important. So work together with these leaders, follow whatever they follow their footsteps, right? Okay, do what we need to do.
Thank you so much, Sifu Chin. Let's give Sifu Chin a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. All right, and next, let's go to our power speaker, right? That delivered such a great segment today. Before I go to Gary, sorry, Gary just came in like that. My attention went to him. Let's go to Sifu Saifu Muallim first.
Okay, Simon. I think I just like to say that whatever you do, you have to enjoy doing it. So first thing that you need to enjoy doing it. So before you can enjoy doing it, just do it. Just do it. Don't afraid of having a failure, of doing mistake, because along the way you will learn. And now you learn a lot of things. So let's practice it, because if you don't practice, you won't get the testimony. If you won't get the testimony, basically you won't build the passion that is supposed to be in you. So again, enjoy building the people, because it's all about network marketing. So enjoy building the people. Develop leaders is one of the key criteria for us to have, so that we can build our network. Start with what we have. Okay, not everybody has a strong leadership characteristic and dimension. It's okay. Start where you are now, so don't worry. Yeah. So for me, find your way to enjoy doing Kangen business.
Thank you so much. Wonderful last message from Sifu Saifu. Let's give Sifu Saifu Muallim a big round of applause and his contribution today. as giving us a great value on his segment. All right, and after that, let's go to CFO Gary Gunn. You can unmute yourself, Gary. Okay, fantastic.
Thanks, Simon.
Yeah.
Okay, my last takeaway point here is I still remember when I started my network marketing journey at the age of 17, and my mentor told me, Gary, one of the easiest, fastest, and most efficient way to succeed in this business is to get a mentor. Okay, so if you have not really, how should I say, find yourself a mentor, somebody that is, and when I say a mentor, preferably somebody in your business. Yeah, some people can say I can get Eric Worre, but it's still in network marketing. A lot of things are quite similar, but Enagic is a different breed. Do you all agree that Enagic, even in the world of network marketing, is a very different animal? It's a different breed. You all agree, right? So if you can, please go and get yourself a mentor. But having said that, please don't after this fool my phone with all messages. But the reason is because when you do that, you actually shorten a lot of what I call as a pain curve. The pain curve has already been done by your mentor. Okay, and your mentor is where he is today. I always liken this to climbing a mountain. Like you want to climb Mount Everest, Kilimanjaro, the difference between them and you is they have been up there. Okay, so if you are talking about Sam or Chin Xiaofeng, Zahid Noli, Saiful, Michael, Bernard, the difference is they've been up there, and most of the time it cannot be fluke lah, so they'll be able to somehow guide you. Of course, different, but then again, you don't need just one. You can have 2 or 3, depending on what style that you like. So my final message is please get one. And the funny thing in getting this mentor is do not prejudge. When you follow a guide that is going to take you up the mountain, you don't question him whether he has a PhD degree, how much money he has in bank account, but you judge him for his ability to take you there because he has been up there. All right. So my final message for greatness in year 2022, find yourself a mentor, and if you can, and if it's really a good mentor, follow blindly and duplicate like a photostat machine. That's always my suggestion. Not follow the bad things, but follow the things that when you look at it, you know how to make a wise decision to follow. Just go all out. Sometimes it may even contradict. Sometimes, it may even contradict, but there is a reason for that contradiction for a good result. All right. So with this, get yourself a mentor. Over to you, Simon. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gary. So get yourself a mentor, like how Gary actually got, but it's 17 years old, you got involved in network marketing. So get yourself a mentor, and I wish all of you will have, at least one mentor in your 2022. Yeah. So thank you, Gary. Let's give Gary a big round of applause. Right, so before I pass to Sam for his final words for today's incredible event, to get so much value from all the leaders here, I just want to remind everybody about your GoPro tickets again. All right, just before I pass it to Sam, get in touch with either your upline, whether it's Gary, Chin Xiaofeng, Noli and Zahid, Michael, Bernard, or Saiful. Get in touch with them if you have their number. If not, get in touch with Michelle. The WhatsApp number is already in the comment box. All right. And the tickets will be running out fast. So you have to take action today. Don't wait until tomorrow. Yeah. So guys, yep.
Before that, right, can you also talk about the 2 things for those people who register, the follow-up events?
Oh, yes. Oh, that's very, very important. Yeah. So forgot to talk about that. A very important thing for all. This is exclusive to our team here, whoever is listening, Enagic distributors that is attending the GoPro. If you were to get your GoPro ticket and attend the event, what we are setting up as our core team, we're actually setting up a GoPro alumni. All right, we're going to set up a GoPro alumni, which is for the people who attended GoPro, because you'll get so many different concepts from different speakers, from Eric himself, throughout the 3 days. And some of you may need, some of the other leaders to sort of give you some notes that they have done, discuss the ideas, discuss the strategies, and we're going to set up a exclusive Facebook group just for these GoPro alumni, we call them, right? So this is a added, bonus from our side, from the leaders. They have decided to set this up for those of you who are attending the GoPro event on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th December. So you'll be added into a GoPro alumni Facebook group. Not only that, we will be also planning some trainings, follow-up trainings after the GoPro, so that we can be coached by the leaders on how to implement all the teachings on GoPro. So you're going to be added into an exclusive Facebook group only for the GoPro alumni, and also extra trainings based on the things that we learned from GoPro. Yeah. So that is something that the leaders have decided to add on to all of you. Yeah. So basically this GoPro ticket, you just have to get it for yourself and your team, because the leaders here are sincere in helping you to build your Enagic business and to make 2022 your best year in Enagic. Yeah. So guys, take action, get your GoPro ticket, and make sure you and your team members attend as well. So yeah, that's from me. Over to Sam for his final words before we wrap up this event. Over to you, Sam.
Okay, thank you, Simon. Before I forget, all the people who are going for the GoPro event, all right, take note, write to GoPro for those people who have registered to ask to be put in the room called Kangen Asia. Please write this down. Can you just type into the chat box? Write to GoPro, the ticketing at GoPro, and ask to be put in the room called Kangen Asia. So that is a room where all of us will be in. Okay?
Sam, can I just ask those? Actually, they are not supposed to buy ticket directly. Buy through the leaders. Leaders are already in the Kangen Asia group.
Yes, I'm talking about those. Yeah, buy through the leaders. All right, but for those leaders who are already, for those ticket holders who are already registered, you have to write into GoPro ticketing to be put into the room called Kangen Asia. Okay. So, okay, now what I want to say here is this, guys, you are in one of the best business vehicles for yourself, for your life. What is stopping you from getting where you want to go is basically your limitation within yourself, no one else. So what you want to do is to be your best. You got to give in your best, you got to put in your best, all right, to be the better you, to get you to the freedom. All of us here, all of us here, what we truly want is to be free. Free, not only just financial freedom, free to do the things that we want to do, free from all constraints, free from all shackles. So Kangen is actually a very good platform for you to develop into your best self. And I encourage all of you, take this opportunity to join us for the GoPro 2021. It is going, for those of you who have not attended, it's going to change your perspective. It's going to change how you think. Okay? So let's give a big hand to all the speakers today who has given all of us value. Okay? And I can't wait to attend the GoPro 2021, and I look forward to seeing you all at GoPro 2021. All right, so with that, I'll be concluding the training for today, unless there's any more things that the other speakers would like to add.
Yeah, I do. Look, guys, the people that attended GoPro, after attending the 3 categories, number 1, kaboom, explosion. You know, the expectation, the perspective grew by tenfold. Sam, would you say your perspective grew by tenfold?
Oh, yes, of course. Absolutely.
Guys, listen, this is one of the most successful distributors in Enagic globally, Sam. And he's saying after attending, it grew by tenfold. Okay, so number 1, that is the good news. Grow by tenfold for yourself or your downlines, number 1. Number 2, some were already slowing down, getting tired. And it sustained them. And here is the bad news. Number 3, nothing happened after attending for some people. Actually, that is not true. Results after that, no results. But you see, very often, people need to attend, attend, no results, no, attend, but when is the straw that breaks the camel's back in a good sense, where suddenly the person's perspective just explodes. So there are only 3. So don't judge by those people that have no change of results after GoPro, because it just added to them, but not enough until it overflows. Okay, so guys, you want to add to yourself. Number 2, you want to invite as many people. Okay, and I will see you there. Okay, now I don't know whether there's any other meetings pertaining to what to do with GoPro, but because it's in US time, guys, don't double time during the 3 days. Oh, I continue to have my normal day in the daytime, and at night I try to watch GoPro, and no, you're not getting good value. So attend GoPro as if you're flying there with no local distractions. Prepare your sleep clock. Yeah. So over to Simon or Sam. That's all I want to say. See you at GoPro.
Thank you. So see you guys. Thank you for being here today with us. We see you for more training next. Oh, you see you next week's weekly meeting. All right. Same time here. All right. Then take care, guys. I'm gonna now allow everybody to
done already.
All right. So okay, let's take a photo here. Everybody turn on the camera, and at the count of 3, we all say Kangen. Look into the camera and smile. 1, 2, 3. Say Kangen, Kangen,
Kangen.
Okay, going to the second page. 1, 2, 3. Say Kangen. Third page. Say 1, 2, 3. Say Kangen. All right. Okay. Thank you, guys. See you there. Bye, bye, everybody.
See you guys.